said that it's, that's him 100%. I mean, without me hearing his voice, I'm like, it's unconfirmed. But if you got friends that knew him and grew up with him saying it's confirmed, then I gotta say, hey, yeah, this is probably Brian Koberger. But I did send it into the FBI. I did clip that. I also went through 80,000 phone calls, found the number, sent it into the FBI as well, and they have that, and hopefully they get down to that information.
Good. Do you know that they are in receipt of it? Did they come back to you at all?
I know they have it. I've never got an email back yet.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. It is 5/5/2024. We're in the building. Make sure you hit that like button as you're coming in. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on the notification bells and all that good stuff. But let's get straight into it. With this case, it's crazy, right? And we know with this situation, with this picture we have here to the left, is from North Carolina. I think it's important that we urge to get this sighting confirmed. Now, I see somebody in chat say, Rev, is this sighting confirmed? Is it confirmed? Is it confirmed? No, it's not. And in fact, law enforcement's being so quiet about it that we don't even know what they're looking at. If they got footage from the place, we heard it had cameras. What are they looking at? Law enforcement needs to step up and give an answer here, right? Wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you think Seth has the right to know that if this is Sebastian or not? Don't you think that? Doesn't he have the right for that? Let me catch up to you guys. What's going on, Florida girl? Welcome. And I wanted to get on here tonight. Do we need to start calling them? What do we got to do? Do we got to start calling them or what? Like, what do we need to do to get some type of answer here? Because Seth's not going to get no answers about whether this is him or not in the footage, or not the footage. I keep saying the footage, but the photo shot again. Nobody knows what law enforcement has. There's cameras and surveillance at this place. Obviously, when I just put myself in law enforcement shoes and you watch these shows and you see these detectives, you see how they collect, all this video evidence or CCTV footage, as I call it personally. Now, when they're collecting these things, they're not gonna tell Seth or anybody. And in fact, they wouldn't even tell them that they have the footage, right? They wouldn't even tell them that. So again, they went to this place on Saturday. We know the police were called. They went to this location again, and they got, probably, if they're, if the cameras were working, they got that video footage. Where's Sebastian? Why is there no answer to where Sebastian is? Why is there no answer to who this kid is? Because this kid looks damn just like Sebastian. And for him to look like Sebastian to the point where the mom believes it's him and Seth believes it's him, I'm just saying in general, because it's still unconfirmed as we sit right now. And I feel like that's messed up. Why is law enforcement not conveying that to the families? I don't get it. I really don't get it. What's going on, Piper's mom? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna turn the lines on because I'm kind of confused, or not confused. I'm kind of angry a little bit because I know there could be an investigation being conducted right now, and and there is. But is law enforcement doing it right? Or do they need some type of assistance? It's okay to say you need help if you need help. And are they at that point? Because I feel like either I don't know. If they were there Saturday, did they get the footage Saturday or did they get it later? I'm just asking. Maybe who knows if they had to wait till a certain day to get this footage. We don't know that. Because this place, again, it does have video surveillance footage at this location. There's cameras there. We already, checked that off the list. Hold on, let me open up these lines. 219-885-9693. Again, there's a visual coming up too on May 19th. You guys might want to check it out. It's at the Long Hollow Church. Now it's 3031 Long Hollow Pike. Now I don't know where this is, the direct location, but I'll get more of the address. Hold up, is that in Hendersonville? Not sure if it's in Hendersonville or not. Curious. 240, you're on the show. Talk to me.
Hey, T-REV, how are you?
Hanging in there. How about yourself?
I'm trying. I swear, the first thing I do every day. I'm sorry, this is Janine in Maryland.
Mm-hmm. What's
the
going
first
on?
thing I do every morning is like look at my phone and just like look for something about Sebastian every day. So I can only imagine what the parents are going through. But I don't know if you saw, Justin did a live today, and he went there and took pictures. And he's even like, he took a picture right where Sebastian was standing. He's going to measure, see the height and try to see, if he can confirm it himself, even though we know the picture was already verified. But I really think, in my opinion, it's a really good thing that they're not talking. I mean, usually, I mean, look how fast they debunked everything else. Like, it was like, what, a day or two? This place is it's really very secluded. It's not a rest stop. You got to pay $25 plus tax. So it's like 26 and change to get in there.
Right.
So you're not just, if you're not going there purposely, you're not probably going to just pay that just to, because you don't, if you're just traveling, you're probably not going to pay that if you don't know what it is.
Right.
So that was intentional. And I really don't believe those people, because Seth even said that when he was handing out flyers wherever he stopped on the way, nobody knew who Sebastian was. I just don't think these people are, they just don't get on YouTube. They're not into the true crime. That's why probably nobody else really noticed. And when you drive around there,
but somebody noticed enough to take a picture. So that part right there,
well, yeah, I mean, you're going to get some, but it's not like, we're thinking, oh my God.
And by the way, why is it not a nationwide Amber Alert?
Well, there's a couple reasons. See, here's what's funny. So first of all, let me just say that. So the neighborhoods around that area are very, very affluent neighborhoods.
Right.
And Katie's family, they live in North Carolina and Virginia. So, I mean, you take that for what you will. But as far as the Amber Alert, honestly, they are keeping this so quiet. I could be reading into it, but I mean, it makes me very excited because this is how you do things. They don't want to spook these people. You know what I mean? I mean, what if they don't know that we're onto them? You know what I mean? They could change. It takes they get a new car or change the tags and they're gone. So, I mean, look how long it took. Those two women, the two moms, that ended up, they were doing she was going to pick up her kid. And she had a friend with her. It was like a supervised visit, like Oklahoma, right above Texas there. And they were both found, unalived. Well, it took them. I mean, and you should have seen the army they brought in with them when they finally arrested all these people. They don't know how many people are involved. They don't know exactly what, it seems like, honestly, if they showed that to Seth, I know what I would have done. If I had seen a car they got into and even glimpsed the license plate, that would have been it. I would have been, the first thing I would have done is found out who owned that car, and I would have been there. And that probably is not the best idea. You don't want to risk, you know what I mean?
Definitely not. It's definitely not the best idea, but
and it sucks waiting. Can you imagine how Seth must feel? Like, we're dying here. I know I am. And I can't imagine. He must be going nuts unless
I talked to
they
him.
are telling him.
I had a regular conversation with him today, just to see how he was doing, and
He needs to get rid of. No offense to Tony, I don't know him from Adam, but he's not doing him any favors. We love Seth. He doesn't need Tony. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. I think Seth does just fine speaking for himself. You know, I think Tony is going to do a disservice to him. But I'm also wondering if Heather pulled back, because Chloe hasn't, as far as we know. But I'm wondering if Heather pulled back also because she says she kind of speaks in riddles. It's heading in a new direction. It may be headed in
I didn't Seth. I'm not gonna say that's his word. That's his place to do that. I'll let him speak on that.
Yeah,
but it's nothing with the PI or nothing like that. But I'll let him.
Well,
speak.
my guess is they just. I think they know. I think so. We're gonna find probably something out this week. I think they know they can't tell us before they have it locked down on their end. Like either these people are arrested or what have you. I don't know. I think it's encouraging. That's just my opinion. And if that's not Sebastian in that picture, I'll tell you what. that's more than a doppelganger. Like I don't know what. That's a clone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So, yeah, I just hope Seth, gets the answers that he wants and is. I think he just again, like I said, I think he's fine by himself. I don't think he needs Tony, but I think the girls are doing just fine for him, and Seth should be able to say whatever he wants and not worry about what Chris thinks. You know what I'm saying? And because Chris apparently is not taking his own advice because he is insane. Did you hear him call in last night talking like Sling Blade, like the character? What is wrong with him?
Was it? Yeah. Yes.
He did that for like 5 minutes before he was like, "Oh, this is Chris." Like, what is wrong with you? You should be out looking for your child. Stop being. And he's recording all of this stuff. He needs help. He needs a lot of help.
I don't know.
That's all I gotta say.
I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you that much. But what I do know is that law enforcement still ain't spoke on this video footage here. So
I think that's why they're not doing it. That Amber Alert, if they do that, see, here's something I think we all nobody realized too, and it slipped out. Remember when Chris and Seth were on that web sleuth, I think, and he got mad. Of course, Chris got mad at Seth and said, "Don't tell me you didn't see that video when you were in that room with the DA." There's only one reason a DA gets involved, believe me, because they think they're king and they only show up when necessary. There's only one reason when there's a DA. Chris probably shouldn't have said that. He's given out more than Seth has, in my opinion, too. But they're working towards some kind of criminal investigation, or the DA wouldn't. What reason would the DA have to be there?
Yeah, Tony's not getting paid. Tony's not getting paid. He's definitely not getting.
Oh, good. Well, because then he's earning every penny. I'm sorry. He just didn't come off very well last night. I don't know, but I think Seth is just fine on his own. Sorry. But
I mean, I respect it. It's your opinion. I mean, I don't really know him like that. I've seen him in the Caleb Harris case. Again, I don't know Tony like that. To throw out my I think he's a piece of crap. I can't say nothing. I haven't really seen.
No, I don't think.
I did see him on the Caleb Harris case. I thought he spoke well there, and he was assisting, etc. But as far as
he is brand new though. Like the last thing Seth needs is somebody brand new.
Brand new to the case that doesn't know much about it. Exactly. And,
no. He's brand new to the whole
case.
True crime. No, he's new to this whole thing. Like Caleb was his first.
Oh
case.
Damn! So he okay. That makes
he's a used car salesman, but also sells cranes.
That makes sense.
Nothing. Hey, look, I'm nothing personally. I don't want to attack him personally. It's nothing against that. All I'm saying is I think Seth we all love him. He's doing just fine. He got a little upset, everyone, but he's worked that out. We all know what he meant one time. And I think he's fine now. But if he's not paying the guy, I guess it can't hurt. I just didn't want him to push Heather out because I think that Heather was doing a really good job. But I don't know, her leaving, if he's not paying this guy and Heather leaving, to me, again, why do you need 2 PIs when the cops are maybe solving this? Again, and the DA being there's a lot of pieces that are starting to add up. And I think that they're trying to build a case because they know now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is encouraging. Yeah. Just my opinion.
I appreciate you. Thank you for calling up and sharing that opinion. We appreciate you here on the channel, obviously, and being a voice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Why are police taking so long to confirm if this is Sebastian? Is it that hard to look at footage that I'm speculating they have, and maybe they don't, but I'm speculating that they have some damn footage from this place where these kids are going in and out of in groups and in different,
but as soon as they verify that,
I think they have a camera. We'll see. As soon as they verify it, that's what I'm looking for. But we're damn near.
Well, as soon as they say
9 days.
That's Sebastian.
I appreciate.
But as soon as I'm sorry, as soon as they say that's Sebastian, those people hear that and they're gone. That's all I'm saying. So they're just, I don't know, my opinion. But anyway, T-REV, you are awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll see.
I love your channel and your music. Oh my God, your music is amazing. You need to get that. You need to find someone and get that. Knox Hill. Do you know who Knox Hill is?
Yeah, I know who he is. I got a song with him. Yeah.
Oh my God, you do? Okay, I love him too. You guys, you're great.
It's old though, but yeah, I do.
Oh, you guys would be awesome. That would be a great collab.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. Lock your doors.
Thank you.
I appreciate the compliments too. 219-885-9693. Again, why is it taking so damn long if you got video footage? I mean, I'm just looking at you got cameras at this place. You have video footage. You can't confirm if that's him or not. You can't with what vehicle. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like they should know at this point. And it's not our right to know, an investigation. 919, what's on your mind? Talk to me. 919, can you hear me? Nope. That's how we're doing? All right. 478, it's never too late. Talk to me.
Hey, T-REV, this is Challenge Daily.
Challenge Daily. Nice to hear from you. I'll be seeing you in chat.
Nice to I know. I was like, I hope I don't get him upset. Me think I'm not a psychic or anything.
No, you're good.
I just feel like with this case, there's not anybody coming forward with anything,
Yeah.
And with Riley Strain, that case, they had conferences every day, coming out and telling us, whatever they can, but they would come out and they would say, we still hadn't found him yet, and blah, blah, blah. If it were me and I lived in Hendersonville, Tennessee, I would be protesting everywhere. I would be protesting the police. I would be protesting Katie and Chris. I'd be at their home, just protesting. Somebody's got to say something. Okay. Now, I believe that picture was Sebastian. And I believe that the woman is Katie's mom. But I also want to say that, everybody's thinking about Chris and him being the culprit, but Katie comes from a bunch of people and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, nobody has mentioned the fact that she could be the one that was doing that
Right.
with him. I mean, you know, I haven't heard one person say that.
Yeah. Oh no.
And
Thank you, advocate.
yeah, I know, and it's shitty to bring it up, but you know, it's just
For sure.
I don't hear anybody thinking that, you know. So anyway,
Yeah, I'm
but I
here.
would
I
be
hear you.
protesting.
You see, protesting like in front of the house, or where would you be specifically if you
I'd go from the house, standing on the, you know, corner or whatever. I'm sure that the neighbor who's talking now would let you stand in his yard and protest.
Mm-hmm.
But then I would be at the police station and be protesting there. I mean, somebody's got to get out and do something. I mean, we've looked and looked and looked and looked, and we haven't been able to do. Not one thing has been found of that child. Not one thing. And I just think that, you know, something's got to give. I mean, they would know if that was Sebastian by now.
Yeah, and why isn't it? You know, they would have said, "Hey, this isn't him." I feel like personally, they're gonna put
Right.
out that it's not him. You get what I'm saying? Like they're quick to debunk everything else, but they would put out, "Hey, you know, we found this person. It's just a lookalike, guys. It's very close lookalike, but it wasn't him. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
I know. But the thing is I think it was him, and I think they already know it was him.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently, I mean, they all went to North Carolina,
Thank you, Kelly.
and I'm sure Katie knows where her mom lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's just so weird. All of it is weird. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Any of it.
Baby Duck, I did speak to Seth. We just, you know, I was just checking on him, seeing how he was doing, his mental health.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I talked to him for a little while, and he's in, you know, the best spirits he can be in. It was a big
Dude, I bet
letdown.
he's depressed.
Yeah, yes, very depressed, of course. He's definitely going through it, and he needs our prayers. And again, with this, you know, going down to North Carolina like he did, and you know, going to this place and seeing cameras there, it just gave him some hope that, you know, his boy could be found. And I get it. I get it. I totally understand it. And
Oh yeah.
that's why
But what I don't get,
that's why I'm asking,
T-REV,
what is law? That's why I'm sitting here asking, why hasn't law enforcement been able to go through this? If there's footage there and the cameras were actually working and they got footage, which I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, but you would think if those cameras are working, they got the footage by now and they'd be able to say, hey, you know, that's Sebastian, or come out and say, hey, the cameras didn't work. There was a picture. Please keep an eye out. He was last wearing blue, black jeans, and those, you know, this pair of shoes right here. They would, in glasses, they would put out a whole new description. This is the last known sighting confirmed. Like nothing. They're completely silent. What is going on with law enforcement to be so silent on something like this? It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Make it make sense.
I don't know why. I don't know why they can't tell Seth, you know, hey, it's him. We're investigating it, but it is him. You know, what's so bad about that?
Man,
at least he would know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's cruel.
Oh, it is.
I think it's cruel, and I just don't know what to think about this. These officers, you know, TBI or whoever else. I figured the FBI would be in it now.
Why are people threatening? I'm seeing some things coming through here. Somebody's being threatened out here. Huh. Interesting.
Out where?
One of the
In chat?
one of the K9s helping. I'll have to pull it up on my screen because hold on. Let me copy the link and send it in. Yeah, it's somebody. It's one of the K9s that are helping. I'd have to actually pull it up though on the screen so people can
One
see.
of the canines is being
The one that's assisting and helping to find Sebastian.
right.
Yep,
Right. He's being
absolutely.
threatened?
Yeah. I'll go over it here shortly. I appreciate you. Thank you so
Oh,
much for
okay.
calling in. Thank you for being a voice here tonight. God bless you, man. Shout out to her. No, I was just seeing an update coming in about a K9 handler that was being what? What's going on? All right, I'll check that out here in a minute. We'll get to it. I got you. Definitely talk about that. That's crazy. 615, you live. Talk to me.
Oh no, are you kidding?
No. You're in.
Oh cool. Hey. So I live locally. I wanted to talk about the law enforcement response to what's going on in North Carolina.
Right.
Local law enforcement has been very proactive in debunking any idea of anything being found being Sebastian's, but that's a federal territory. So local law enforcement can't really speak to a federal investigation. Once it goes across state lines, it became federal.
What's going on, Rachel?
So
And
that's what I think's going on.
You think the
And I
feds
live
are handling
locally.
it?
I think once it crosses state lines, the feds have to step in and handle it. I think that locally they can control the narrative and what goes out, and it can be blamed on local law enforcement. But once it crosses those state lines, the feds have to step in. And so the information that's coming out isn't going to be as quick. And locally, I know that, especially in this county, because I live here, they like to control the narrative. And even like the mayor of Gallatin, where a lot of the Proudfoot family lives, was a producer for the local news station before she was the mayor. So they know how to control narratives pretty well around here.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, I can't believe I got through.
I'm with you guys on that too in chat. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking and I'm looking at chat. I see them talk about why is everybody dogging Tony? The new spokesperson for Seth. I see.
Oh yeah, I don't know that Seth needs a spokesperson really. He was doing a pretty good job on his own, and I think that the stress just got to him, and he just felt like that he needed somebody to step in and take some of the load off of him. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the guy's stressed out. He's doing a lot of interviews. He's, running into, little conflicts here and there with Chris on panels, which we seen, and that kind of was a disaster and never should have happened the way it happened. So I can kind of get bringing somebody in to mediate, but not completely silence you though. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's what Tony's doing. I'm not saying Tony's doing that. So everybody who's watching, don't take it that way. But I'm just saying in my head, definitely somebody to come in, mediate, and make sure that too much is not being done, but enough is being done, and stuff is not at a argumentative level and fighting, etc. His goal, he said, his goal was to get Katie and Chris and them all working together as a team. So I don't know how much success he's made on that so far. It's been 3 days?
Yeah, but
so we got to give him a little bit of time.
Okay.
See what happens.
But if you think about it, like Seth has gone silent, and now the stepfather is speaking everywhere. He's on a PR tour all over the place, and he's the only one that's allowed to have a voice suddenly. It's a little bit weird. It doesn't sound like working together.
It's weird as shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just all weird to me. And especially like the stuff about, it's like 1 minute, like he's yelling at all these women. He won't speak to any of the male YouTubers, any male reporters. I think one male has spoken to him in the whole time that he has publicly spoken. And that was, I can't remember, the European show, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know why he's calling in and screaming at all.
I think it was that one. I want to say it was the European woman that he last, but I can't remember. Maybe I just I don't follow up with after him too much, and in case somebody's sending it in to me directly or I catch it live. I didn't catch that one live, but I did see it afterwards.
Well, I got to see a transcript of it today, and it's just a trip to me. The whole thing is a trip. I'm like, why is this man screaming at all these women? And he tells the public to search, and then he screams and says the public's stupid and has no idea what they're talking about. Like, you got to choose how you're going to speak and address the public if you want their help.
Yeah, that's just yeah. I agree. I agree 100%. And that's what they were trying to fix that night during that interview, was to try to get the public perception and everybody back, you know, kosher and cool again. And it just, I don't know, it didn't go that way. I felt like.
And I think it's already gone too far at this point for public opinion to flip mid-script at this point. And I think that eventually, like, it's like Katie's gone silent, Seth's gone silent, and the stepdad is like screaming from the rooftops now. It's all really just off the wall. And I think it's a very sad situation because the little boy, Sebastian, is not getting very much attention at all at this point. But I mean, at the same time, bad press is still press, right? So it still gets his name out there.
And you know, the goal is to keep his name rolling. And I actually want to try to, I know, get some billboards or something. I don't know if there's anybody out here that companies work for billboards or, you know, have any connections with them, but reach out to me. You know, I'd like to see what you guys got going on and see if we can get some billboards put up. I know that Seth wants to get billboards put up all over Tennessee, and I'd like to help him in any way that I possibly can. If anybody is out there and they have connections to get some billboards put up all over Tennessee and then extend until answers. I mean, law enforcement's not coming up off any answers, so we're waiting for law enforcement, but it is what it is. I think that billboards definitely should probably be put up all over there and then move out. Yeah, definitely move out of the state of Tennessee and put them elsewhere also, you know, and also raise it to a nationwide Amber Alert.
Like, I live in Gallatin, and there's a billboard within a mile of my house, and it doesn't have Sebastian's photo on it. Like,
that's crazy.
That's a little bit weird, and I haven't been out 40 toward Memphis, but they say there's a lot out there. Somebody else said there's not many going toward East Tennessee, so they definitely need some that way. And I appreciate you taking my call, though.
So you're actually close. You're close to where he went missing, huh?
Yes, I go to church like less than a mile from where this guy, or where this little boy went missing. There is a school within less than like 2 streets over. There's another school 2 streets the other way. There's a fire station, a popular restaurant they call the Long Hollow Jamboree, and a convenience store with like 900 cameras. So if he went any direction and managed to make it to a highway, if he walked out of there, he would have been caught on camera, even if it's dark in the neighborhood. And then when you get a little bit out, the terrain is horrendous. I have been involved in search for Sebastian, and the terrain is awful out there. No little boy who doesn't like to be barefoot would be walking around out there on that terrain.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, as a grown person with a lot of history and a lot of experience, I didn't enjoy the terrain. Anyway, but,
now, do you think this is, before, you know, I'll let you go again, do you think that this is a sighting of him being law enforcement so quiet and they've already said that this is a real picture?
I think that it's a good possibility, and I think now that it's crossed state lines and become federal, the narrative can't be controlled. And so until there is guaranteed information, nobody's going to say anything.
What if it's just TBI investigating it? It's not federal across state lines.
TBI can't. Yeah, they can't investigate across state lines. That becomes federal.
No, I mean, what if they're investigating it from their office?
Well, now I have actually been involved.
I'm serious too.
Investigation for real, and not myself being investigated, but somebody in my life being investigated, and they're pretty thorough. But they weren't silent either, so it's kind of weird that they're being silent supposedly with one parent and then talking to the others. That's a little weird in itself.
Yeah, it's still a little.
But I mean, they were thorough. I think when they have information, they're going to come out pretty quickly with it as soon as they know. I think that they're going to be honest.
Yeah, they should. I mean, I feel like they should have already not already said something, but at least when they do, I'm hoping when they can't confirm, but to say, I guess they kind of gave a hint that, hey, this photo's real, and acquiring minds just think right after that, if the photo's real, okay, well, maybe they got something going on here, because they wouldn't. Why not? What we want to know is if it's Sebastian, and they didn't confirm it being Sebastian, but they confirmed the photo to be real. So that also leaves a scenario in my mind too. Are they uncertain that it's Sebastian? Are they, do they not believe it's him? Like, what is it there also? So those are the thoughts that I'm having with that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for being a voice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And shout out to you, the local. You said
Thanks
you're
so
in
much for
Gallatin?
taking my call. Yeah, I live
Gallatin?
in Gallatin.
In
Gallatin,
Gallatin.
Tennessee. I'm
That,
about 30 minutes from where all of this started. So yeah.
that's what's up. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. Make sure you stay vigilant and lock your doors. Shout out to her. Good phone call. 219-885-9693. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers has been missing almost 70 days. And again, they confirmed this photo to be real, but they didn't confirm it to be Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. So what is going on behind the scenes right now with law enforcement? Do they have video footage that they are not talking about? 850, you're on the show. Talk to me tonight.
Well, I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Southern Jen out of Florida.
Jen?
In the very beginning, in one of the very first interviews, I remember Seth saying something to the effect, directing it at Chris, that suggests that Sebastian is not involved in this. I remember him saying that statement, and I tried to go back and find it, and it always stuck with me. And there was another issue that just rubbed me wrong. The Harley Davidson. Now, when they went to the Harley Davidson, my late husband was a president of a motorcycle club.
Okay.
I have outlaws. I would have outlaws at my house every second Sunday of every month, and we'd have 100 or so people out there with a big party. Now, if there's a child that there's an issue, they get behind it. They have poker runs. Are you familiar with poker runs?
Poker runs?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Poker biker runs where they would go to different. Okay. They would arrange poker runs. Harley Davidson would have got all over this, as well as the local outlaws. They would have gotten all over this if they thought that there was a reason to. So that never set right with me with the Harley Davidson thing. Like, why aren't you helping them? Well, there's a reason. And now there was a third thing that came to my mind is if that was Sebastian in that picture, the cops got to him. They may have taken him into protective custody and assigned him his own attorney, because children get their own attorney when it's a court situation. They have one assigned for them. Now, if they have him, he's in protective custody, he's got his own lawyer. That could be why all of this is hush, is because they want to find out from Sebastian everything they can before they put the families and the father and mother into the dynamic of it all.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, I hear you. Yeah. Man, a lot of what you guys bring up makes sense and could be real scenarios. Allegedly. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious. I hear so many, and it's like, with the story not being known and what's going on, and just having this regenerated hope is what I want to call it. I'm going to call it regenerated hope because of a picture like this coming out. Law enforcement saying it's real. Yes, they didn't say it was Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers 100% to the public yet, but I mean, it does regenerate the hope that this kid's still alive and he's not, on the other side. And I want to know the story behind why he left, why he
Did I mention the story to you about what my mother did to me when I was 6? I was 6 years old. My mom gave me and my sister a paper bag. And she said, put your favorite clothes and one toy in it. We're going on vacation. We drove for about an hour. I was 6 years old. She took us to this big campus type place, had us go in, and the lady that met us at the door, she told us to go down in the basement and play with all the other kids that were down there. It was all girls. I was down there about an hour, and I came back upstairs, and I'm looking for my mom. And I'm hollering, Mom, Mom. And the lady comes out of this room. She says, she kneels down in front of me. She says, are you looking for your mom? I said, yeah. She said, she didn't tell you? I said, tell me what? She said, you live here now. I didn't see her again for 14 years.
What?
Yes, private boarding school. It was in Vermont.
Crazy.
My father lived 50 miles down the road from me, and had no clue where I was. There was no divorce. There was no talk of child support, nothing. He just came home from work, and me, my sister, and her were gone. She left 2 boys in the house, young boys, like 6 and 9 years old.
I'm sorry.
She dropped those girls off and went straight to Florida. But it took me 14 years to find her. It took my dad 5 years to find me.
God bless your heart.
The only reason he did was because we were elementary school, and we had to play the high school basketball people because there was nobody in our team, in our range. So my dad read an article about elementary school beating the local high school at basketball. He read the article, and my name was in that article. And that's how he found out where I was at.
Wow.
So, yeah, moms do crazy things.
That's a lot to go through.
Yeah, but it made me a better person.
And that's
made me
awesome.
learn not to trust.
You're here for a reason, you know? So
that's right. So, and that picture when they showed those tour buses in the back, those big tour buses, I thought, they've got I relived it all over again right there in my head, because they'd load us up on the big tour buses like that, and they'd take us all over, like down into Boston, up into New Hampshire, all over in New York. They take us on trips like that. And when I seen those buses in the back, and I looked at him, and I got to thinking about the whole situation, because I remember Seth saying, Sebastian's not a part of this. Bring him back. So if I can find that, I'll send you an email about it. But I'm 7th generation, so it's called by 7 Gen, and I'll see if I can't find that. But I remember Seth saying that, and then when he said he's not involved, I immediately thought kidnapping.
Like the chat, yeah, like that chat up with them green hearts. We love that. And you know what? Another thing with this case is it's starting to feel like there's a damn gag order on this case. The way that they're not letting us know. I mean, is it that hard to say, hey,
if you've got that child in protective custody and he's spilling the beans,
right? I mean, that's, again, if he truly ran away, like they have it out, right? Why not just come out and say if this is him or not, whether they or maybe they just don't know that answer because they haven't found the person yet. How about that?
Well, I thought of that too. But
you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, okay, maybe. All right, I'm speculating. I'm speculating right now when I say this, but okay, let's say they sat down. Let's say they watched video footage. Let's say they seen somebody. Let's say they could not see. I don't know. I'm just guessing in my head. Maybe they were parked off the corner or couldn't see the parking lot or see what car he got into. There's a lot of things that, there could have been multiple people even at one time, so they don't know what vehicle he got into, but maybe they seen who he was with. You just never know. There could be a little bit of information into the video footage that they seen, if they even have any, that they might not have nothing to go off with just that footage. They might have to go to other places in the area and scale the other areas to see if there's footage from that same date time, if they can find the same vehicle or anybody who gets into that type of vehicle, if they did see a vehicle that he got into. Again, I don't know. I'm speculating, but this place is loaded with surveillance. So to think that their cameras aren't working, I don't think so. I think these investigators are sitting around a damn table going through footage right now.
I think so too.
And
I'll tell you, if my mother hadn't have done that to me, I would have thought, mothers don't do that. Yeah, 6 years old, and I was 20 years old before I got to see her again.
That's crazy.
Only because I hunted her down, and she never told my father. I didn't know I was a missing child. And it was a private boarding school. They weren't letting him in there because my mother didn't leave permission for him to visit with me or to come and see me. So they wouldn't let him have any contact with me either.
That's crazy. And I'm
Yeah.
glad you made it through that. I'm glad you made it through that. God bless you. Just, keep moving. It wasn't
Thank
your
you.
time. Thank you so much for coming up here and having the courage to talk about, your story while we're talking about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. God bless you, ma'am. I hope you have a blessed night, and I hopefully hear from you again. Make sure you lock
You
your
will.
doors. Shout out to her. Good phone call. 219-885-9693. Help me make sense of this. And maybe I'm in the wrong area right now. But still, though, can't do nothing if you don't know it's confirmed or not. I'm just saying, they got these pants. 229, what's on your mind?
How are you, T?
I'm good now. I'm talking to you. What's going on?
Not much. This is Arlene. I'm from Georgia.
Arlene.
And I only have a couple things to say.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay. I'm fed up with law enforcement in Tennessee. And I mean fed up. People need to start calling the jail or wherever they need to call and ask questions. We as citizens have a right to ask questions. If they don't get answers, ask for their superior. And if we don't get answers there, take it higher. If we have to, take it to the senator. Because obviously, that law enforcement needs an overhaul because they are not doing what is fair to our children. And this is sad for Sebastian. And people are fed up with it. They are tired of it. They're tired of being given the runaround. They are tired of not being given any answers at all. And basically, I feel like everybody is just sick and tired of it. So people, make those calls. You can make calls. It's okay. I am alumni law enforcement, retired. Okay, you can make calls and you can keep asking questions. And I don't care how many times you call, keep calling. There's not anything they can do to you for doing that. So I'm very frustrated for this child, for this, well, I'll say for the dad. And I don't understand. And I'm not going to place my opinion on what I think has happened. But I will tell you that I do not feel like law enforcement is doing their job.
Right there what Yaya just said in chat. She said, hi, T-REV. I believe the silence saying the picture was not AI and they said there was a video. And then crickets. I truly believe something's going on.
Exactly. There's something going on that's fishy. And, and they're not telling the public the truth. And they see how many thousands and thousands of people are concerned about this child. Well, and I feel like yes, and I feel like he does love his son, and he's the only one that I've seen out searching for his child, or even trying to find his child. But anyway, I just encourage people, email the senator for Tennessee, demand some answers. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my thoughts on that, because I just feel like we're being given the runaround.
Yeah, I do. I definitely can see what you're saying as far as the runaround. I mean, everything. What hasn't been silent in this case? The clothes that he wore before that night, which were accounted for the whole entire time. It was like everything's made out to be a big deal. Well, if he's a runaway, nothing should really be a big deal. If he's a runaway. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's something else, then it's a big deal. If it's like, kidnapping or, and the rest comes. I'm not even going to say what else comes. You know what comes after that. But in general,
I do.
Did this kid run away?
Child ran away.
Did he run away and he's with somebody? He would have to be with somebody. I wouldn't buy it that he's not with somebody. There's no way he went 60 something days without somebody helping him. But again, I do understand where people are coming from in chat that are like, well, I'm not believing this photo. You know why I'm not believing this photo? Because law enforcement's not going to come out. They're not confirming that it's Sebastian. So until they confirm it's Sebastian, I don't want to entertain it. I do see some people talking like that in the comments. But then again, to know that they have surveillance footage at this location, a picture was taken at this location, the police were called on Saturday, the day that they seen this right away, or however long, I don't know how long after, but again, the police were called. There is cameras at this place, so to know they have that and haven't said anything, I really do think something major is going on behind the scenes and we just don't know about it. That's what I think personally.
Hopefully.
But
yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for being a voice in the community. Make sure you lock them doors. God bless you. Shout out to her. Good phone call. 219-885-9693. We got to keep it going, folks. I appreciate you all. But Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is still, law enforcement won't even update. They won't. They won't even just, they can't even just say, hey, this is Sebastian. We're confirming that's Sebastian. They can't even do that. 813, you're on with me talking.
Hi, Rev. It's Jolie. How are you?
Jolie, I'm hanging in there, you know.
Yes.
Doing our nightly gospel, our routine, spreading our love and our awareness, our love and light. That's what we do every night. And when we get on here, we're doing it with a purpose. So you know how we do, Jolie.
I do. My thought is when CT came on one time and he said, I helped out Seth. He didn't want to get in. He wanted to be in the law enforcement, but didn't know how to get in there. So I made some phone calls and encouraged him. Do you remember that?
I'm trying to remember when that was, though. When was that?
It's okay. It was a couple weeks ago. And he was trying to say how he had helped Seth get involved with the people and get that job at the jail. Well, that kind of sent a thought into my head that he's more familiar with the police, and Seth didn't have the confidence that he needed to get the job. So Proudfoot helped him to get the job. Well, there's some dynamics, I think, going on there. And I think that's why the police aren't telling us anything, not telling anyone anything, because the Proudfoots are hooked up closer to the police than Seth is. And Seth's not demanding and a complainer. He's not going to go up there and holler and to get things done. He's pretty much just out there doing the hard work. And besides, they are his employers. He cannot throw a big hissy fit and expect to keep his job at the jail.
Right.
So, and because every channel that you turn on has Sebastian. Now, I only, am a part of yours, but other people are all talking about it. The police aren't going to release anything. It's almost like we're a frenzy, and they're not going to release information in here because there's people that are opposed to each other, Seth and the Proudfoots, and then all the social media. I've never seen them so tight-lipped, but they are tight-lipped. And, I can tell that you're concerned about that. But honestly, I don't think that they want to throw their hook into a water that's just filled with piranhas and sharks. That's the way they see it. So I know we're frustrated because we don't have the answers. But if it was a no, we would know. The fact that we don't hear anything should convince us that there's something there. And I agree with that caller that they probably put him into custody, protective custody, and they're working with him. And they figure it's the safest way to process this whole thing until they have their answers. Then they can come out and tell us what's going on. But their big thing is to find Sebastian and keep him safe and solve the problem. What happened? And then we're the last to be informed. And I know we live in an age where everything's instant. But when I grew up in the 50s, this is the way it was. You know, you had 3 television stations and you had to get up and actually turn the dial. You didn't even have a remote. So I'm used to having to wait. But in the 2024, everything's on computer, on your phone. And this generation is used to getting instant information. But let's look at it honestly.
Mm-hmm.
What is the priority? Sebastian, safety, find him and secure him, solve what happened, find out if he's safe going back anywhere or not. And we're the last on that priority list. We, the audience, is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Of course we are.
So that's my thought. But anyway,
I guarantee they're getting blown up about this picture. I guarantee you there's probably somebody in chat right now that's called in and asked about this picture.
And they're probably so sick of hearing from us. But they understand that we're the people that they work for. They understand that we're anxious and want to know. But if you were put on that job, T, and this was your responsibility, you would prioritize it the same way. Find the child, secure the child, solve why he left, fix the future problem, and then explain what happened. That'd be the order you'd go through. And have to go through that with 10,000 people calling you must be very difficult. I too am anxious to know.
I mean, yeah, and I don't know,
anything.
I don't know what I know the one caller was talking about Seth and said that, Chris or whatever got him through the academy. Nah, Seth did that all on his own.
Yes,
you
but
know?
Proudfoot said that he encouraged him to do it. And then other
Seth
people
did it
said
all on
that he
his
had a
own.
connection. I know he did.
Like
And
I know somebody had said that earlier, but I know he did that all on his own. I mean, you can't hold his hand and walk. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I know that, but I'm thinking Proudfoot thinks that he is got it in with the sheriff, and Seth is just like us. He's just going to go get a job and do the job. He's not a political sort of person, that is in the know or has all these high-ranking friends. I think Proudfoot has that feeling that he's, the solver of all that stuff. I just think they're 2 different personalities. One is humble, one is not. One is kind, one is not. And we know who is the kind and loving person. It's Seth. So anyway, I just think the police are not going to let us know until they have all the facts. But the fact that they haven't come out and said it's not him should make us happy and give us patience to wait for the total outcome. But that's just me. It may not be right, but it's just how I think. So I thought I would offer that.
Yeah, I think we should push forward until they confirm. But get some billboards put up.
I agree. That
get some stuff.
would be
You know
wonderful.
what I mean? Because he's still missing.
Yes, and we all are still in pain over Summer Wells, how she just fell into a dark cavern, and we never heard or saw from her, again. And we don't want that to happen here. We're very nervous about that because it's the same people dealing with the issue.
Creeping up that 70, not creeping up the 70s.
Yeah.
Almost 30 from 100.
Yeah. But, the picture we saw, that child looked happy. This is what I think. I think someone said to him, hey, Summer's here. We're going to send you on a trip. And he doesn't have a clue because he sure didn't look distressed or distraught. He looked happy in that picture.
Yeah.
And so I think that he just doesn't realize whoever is helping him, he's clueless. And that's a good thing. I don't think he's kidnapped. I don't.
I thought Seth said he was going on Nancy Grace next week on Pascal. Maybe in case I was hearing things.
Well, good.
Somebody asked
That's
that.
good.
That's why I said I'm pretty sure he said he was going on what was it this week? Next week coming up, Court TV and Nancy Grace, I believe. I forget.
Yes,
I
think so.
thought that's what they said, but I could be wrong.
And I want you to know my birthday's in 3 days, so I'll be 71. Yes.
We'll be live on your birthday. Don't worry. Oh well. Yeah.
Well, I want to. We were all on such an adrenaline high when we saw the picture, and that was a week ago. So naturally, we were like, "Oh man, we want to do a high five. We want to spike the ball.
Still am.
We want to see that child." But for some reason, and I think that's the reason they've got to keep it undercover, because what are we, 1 million people waiting for the answer? I don't know. There's no way to count this, but it's certainly involving a tremendous amount of people, and they just can't. We're the spoke in the wheel that's broken. They don't know what to do if it gets into our hands, because we will diagnose and take it apart and re-diagnose, and that's what we do. That's what we're good at.
That's a fact, Jolie. We definitely do that.
Yes.
We're good at doing that, right?
Right. But I hope people don't get discouraged, because I think no news is good news. And I think we should be patient. Not that we don't keep searching and we don't keep asking, keep doing what you're doing, but I don't want our emotions to go too low and we get discouraged, because that's not from God. Hope and joy are from God. Those are gifts.
There we go. Yeah.
So let's pray, okay?
I'm waiting on Scooter McBooters. I'm glad you asked that, and we could definitely pray, Miss Jolie.
Okay.
Scooter
when you need me
McBooters.
to hang up.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. 1 second. Scooter McBooters was asking about the reward fund being updated, and I'm still waiting on that. Once we get that updated information, I will get it out. Again, I do try to work close with Seth and anybody on his team to put information out for you guys. We always want to get out the accurate information, and when it comes to the facts. And right now, we don't know if this is Sebastian, or as far as confirmed by police. We know what Seth thinks. He believes this is his boy, and when I look at this picture, I think it's his boy. And a lot of us feel the same way. There's some that don't feel that way, but knowing that there's cameras here at this location, I'm hoping that law enforcement did their due diligence, got it, and are locked in on that investigation. But yes, as soon as I get those updates, Scooter McBooters, I will keep all of you updated on any new information that comes out. I promise you that. Now, Jolie, you could go ahead and drop us with our prayer, our daily blessing.
Okay, I want to ask if you heard from Mary.
I haven't heard from Mary.
Okay. Then, Lord Jesus, we need you to go to Mary first and her surgery. I know that heart surgery is painful. I ask, and I have been asking, that you don't let her have any pain, and that whatever they went in to fix is fixed, because Mary is truly devoted to this case. I mean, right up to the surgery, she didn't mention it until the last minute, and she was worried about Sebastian. So let her not worry. Let her focus and heal and get well. I know that you are the great physician, so you will take care of Mary, and I thank you for it. I'm going to pray for my sisters and brothers in the Rev gang, that all of us will not fall into discouragement and anger and bitterness, but we will keep our hope up. We will keep our hearts happy and joyful, waiting, because we know that you will help to get this done. And no news is good news. It is good news. So we put Sebastian under your light of guidance and care, wherever he is, whatever's going on. Put a hedge of protection around him, that no harm can come to him. Breathe your hope into the Seth. I meant Sebastian. And breathe your hope into Seth, and let him have courage and joy as he waits. Just hold him up. I mean, like like Simon did you when you picked up that cross. Hold him in your arms and give him strength. And the Proudfoots, let them stop thinking and worrying about what people think, and let them get down on their knees and pray that they change their hearts and attitudes and focus on Sebastian. If these rumors are true that they were harmful to him, then I ask that they get a spirit of repentance and don't let Sebastian go into misery again. You will find the right solution, and we believe that is Seth. So please, Lord, work out these details. But mostly I pray that my family, this family that I love and I'm so much a part of, it has really changed my life, that all of us can love each other. And when we do that, we've got one foot in heaven. So I thank you for that. Rain down from heaven your grace upon us and give us a peace and a joy tonight. Let us be happy and let us wait on you. Those that wait on the Lord, you will renew their strength and will mount up like wings of eagles. You promised that. And we're going to hold your feet to the fire till it happens. We love you, Jesus. We thank you, Jesus. We praise you. And we tell you that we're going to do our best. Bless my little friend, my second son, T-REV, and give him energy.
Thank
Amen.
you so much, Jolie. God bless you. Amen. We appreciate
Amen.
you. As always, make sure you stay vigilant and lock your doors too before you go to
You
bed.
too, sweetie. Love you.
Night. Love you back too, Jolie. Jolie, we appreciate her. And look, for the folks asking about when is, Nancy Grace, when's the Nancy Grace interview? Tuesday. Tuesday is the Nancy Grace interview. So, that's when that new interview will be coming out. He did talk about it on the Pascal show, but it is going to be on Tuesday. So we will be locked into that interview too to see what comes from that. 219-885-9693. Say, hey, T-REV, what? I think this pick is pick. Where's this same photo? We got to find it though. 615, you're live. Talk to me. 615, can you hear me?
Yes.
How you doing?
T-REV, I'm good. This is Rose.
How you doing, Rose?
Doing fine. I just have a few questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
And this makes my heart really sad to even have to say this, but the PR person for Seth, there again, it's another person in Seth's life talking down to him, not letting him make the decisions on what he wants to say. It's another person controlling his life. And that hurts my heart because it seems like to me that from the way that Chris talked to him in that chat that night, he was condescending and he was really not respectful.
Right.
And it just bothers me that there's another person that has no, what you would say, experience in law enforcement. And it just seems like to me that maybe he's not the right person to be a spokesperson for Seth. I think if I had hired a private detective, I would have tried to find a retired police officer that knew the ins and outs. And if I wanted a PR guy, I'd get my pastor or somebody that had more respect for him than what these people are having. And I just love Seth. I really I pray for them to find Sebastian, but I really think that law enforcement is helping him. But with tempers and things as bad as they've gotten, it's been a circus. And I can understand them being careful at what they let be known. But I just don't think people should be talking down to Seth and acting like he don't have any sense, because as far as I'm concerned, he's the only one in this whole ordeal that's had any sense at all.
That's the fact. And that's my opinion.
Uh-uh.
And I know that you're his friend, and I know it probably hurts your heart too when you see people disrespecting him, talking down him, making ugly comments.
Yeah, people make ugly comments out there all the time. That's just, part of life, and it is what it is when you're especially on the internet. So you just got to learn not to take offense to that and to just
Right.
keep moving by it, because the moment you let it bother you, you become it. Remember that. The moment you let that type of stuff take your energy away and bother you from what the people say. That's why I said, if I was Chris, I wouldn't be reading the damn comments and worried about what people are saying. Get up there for the information. You're not there to put on a show. You're there to get straight to the information about Sebastian. This is a serious case. This is about loss of life, potentially, right? This is about somebody who is a boy that is missing. So we're talking,
Right.
something so severe.
And he should be the last person talking down to somebody,
Somebody should. I don't
or
even think there should be drama here. It should be the one mission should be find
no.
Sebastian, and that's it. Team
Right.
find Sebastian.
Team Sebastian. And I think that people need to have respect for one another. Just respect one another. I respect you. I respect what you're doing. And I know people have their own opinions, but Lord have mercy, let's don't get carried away here. Let's just be concerned about
Definitely.
praying and finding Sebastian wherever he is, and whoever's got him, let's pray that God will condemn their heart, convict their heart, and let them tell the whole truth of what's going on.
Absolutely.
And that's my opinion. And I love you, and God bless you.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having the courage to call up and be a voice here tonight on with me. God bless you, man. Lock your doors. Stay vigilant. Shout out to her. Hold up. What did you say, Stephanie? You said during the spaghetti pancake, Sebastian was FaceTiming with family. I wonder who that was, and if that is perhaps who is with. I'm not sure. I don't know who that other person. I don't know. I do not know who that other person is. I can't answer that, but I appreciate the support to the channel, though. And if I find out, I'll be the first to let you know. Loud and proud. To you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. 917 sent from heaven. How are you doing? You're live.
Hi, P. It's B. Let me clear my throat. So, I think patience is a virtue.
Right.
And just like Miss Jolie and the caller that went through her mom dropping her off and stuff, I really think that right now, because like Miss Jolie said, there's a lot of piranhas in that water. And it also could be, as the caller before her said, they might have him already and we just don't know it. And they're not going to say. But I do think they're going to get close soon to basically either putting something out or we're going to start seeing actions. And I think the reason why is because if you look at Seth having to get a PR guy, he's trying to make the piece, trying to, put all these pieces together. And then he turns around and he's kind of on the hush, where right now, if we look at CP's behavior, I could tell you, I've been in multiple rooms today, YouTube rooms and chats and lives, and there's so many key words that he tends to use that he's popping up everywhere because I think he feels like they're closing in on the situation. So now he's kind of getting nervous. He's getting squeamish. He's getting nervous. The pressure's starting to come on. And so, Mama. And so right now, I think that he's probably like, oh, snap. You know what I mean? And so I do believe that could happen, especially because of what has happened, how long it's been, the fact that Sebastian, has disabilities and all these things. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, yes, I do think that's him. Without a doubt. I've dissected, I've blown up, I've gotten close looks
Team Crow, damn.
to see different details about that photo. So I think that they're going to come up with something soon. We just got to all be patient, and the truth is going to come out. And I think, again, like I've said, they took him out. Somebody took him out that house. Not only that, did we ever find out if he had his glasses or not had his glasses on? I don't think we ever did.
Yeah, there's been a lot of misleading stuff in this, honestly.
Because if he had his glasses and you're going to run away, why are you going to take your glasses and not take your shoes?
Right. Welcome, Raised in the Boondocks.
You
Welcome
know?
to the stream. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, people are saying, well,
and even if he was taken, why would you take his glasses and not put shoes on the boy? Like, that don't make sense
Bing
either.
bang.
yeah, that's a fact.
You know? So, like I said, I think that there's something big is going to come of this, and especially, you know, watching the fact, and I think Seth took on this guy to kind of make peace with CP and KP, but they're not going to do that. We already know this. They're not going to do it. CP likes to control the narrative. He likes to control the situation. And right now, he's kind of technically out of the loop with Seth, so he don't know any information from Seth besides whatever they're being told. And
Right.
I don't think they're telling them much. Honestly, I really don't, because he's acting, you know, wilding out, and she's not saying nothing. So why would you provide a parent that's acting like this, or a step parent? You know what I mean? So I think it's all talk that, oh, we're getting all this information that Seth's not getting. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So overall, I think we just have to really be patient. And like Miss Jolie, I love her so much. She's just such a beautiful soul.
Yes, she is.
But
really, really is.
you know, I
Really is
I
sweet.
love being around older people, because their wisdom sometimes can teach us so much without us realizing.
That's how I was growing up. You know, that was
And I
always
was
the
like that
youngest
too.
around the.
I grew up around my great aunts, my grandparents. I know. And sometimes their wisdom can teach us so much
Yes, ma'am.
about things that we may not see. And I'm not that young. I'm gonna be 50 this year. But you know, it is. Everything's like at our fingertips. I think this year is going to be the year that, like, we've had so much access to so much information like never before. You know, and so I think that we just have to be patient. I really do. And I have never felt like he was not with us, and I've told you that multiple times. I have faith, and I keep praying until somebody comes and shows me different. He's here. We just got to find him. Okay, Mama. And so for me, I really do believe that it's just going to be time before all of it comes out. And when it does, oh Lord, you know, it's not going to be good. I'll tell you that much. I can tell you for a fact, because whether it's her family, his, you know, CP's family, it's not going to be good, because it had to be somebody that Sebastian knows. It had to be, because for him to have that much trust in someone, or even in the picture, like we've all said, he looks calm. He doesn't look like he's scared. He doesn't look like he's not being taken care of. I am, Mama. And so it has to be somebody he knows or is familiar with. It's not just some random stranger that decided just to abduct out of a nice neighborhood a kid. And then you're not going to ask for money. If it's a ransom situation, why ain't nobody coming out and saying, give me money?
Right. I mean, there's been somebody that tried that, but it was just a troll. I mean, it is.
Yeah, that I saw.
Again, this is crazy. I don't know, somebody said it wasn't. Again, I know that there was cameras at this location.
That's it?
I mean, come on. You've heard Seth say it himself that there was cameras at this location on the Pascal.
I have seen I will tell you, I've seen other people go up there, and there is cameras. I've
Well,
seen other
and
people
another
on their
thing,
lives go on
people
there.
mentioning this fund. So again, and I have the information so that this is why Seth had mentioned on a panel a while back to hold off on donating to the reward fund. He was unable to get an answer from Mr. Lewis as to who started the trust and if it was in fact legitimate or not. And Seth's lawyer also could not get a straight answer from Mr. Lewis. However, Seth's lawyer is actively working on establishing a trust for a reward fund as well as a 501-c3. This new reward fund trust is absolutely credible and can be trusted for those wanting and willing to donate. It will also be set up so that donations can be made in person, by check, and via digital payment services. His lawyer is currently tying up the loose ends, and the information will be shared as soon as it's available to him. So again, that is a message for fresh from Seth's team, and it's again, hopefully that explains the reward fund that everybody keeps talking about, and that'll
That's
break it down.
great.
But yeah,
That's great that they're straightening that out. My only thing is also, you know how most of the time you'll see reward funds,
right,
15,000,
Mhm.
20,000,
Yeah,
35. Why hasn't that not happened for Sebastian?
I think it's because of the way it's set up. It's hard for people to donate to it. That's what I think.
No, but you know how
I don't know.
I don't know if you've
I
ever
don't know. I
seen where
can't answer that.
TBI or
I can't
FBI,
answer that.
you know what I mean?
I
But
personally
I'm saying
can't
though,
answer
in the past,
that.
I've seen where there's large funds.
For sure,
You know,
like
if you have
50,000,
any
100,000,
Crime Stoppers, yeah,
250,000.
Crime Stoppers
I've
is
seen
one
them.
of them that does it.
I've seen
But
them.
why has that not been put out for Sebastian? Because
Super
I
high.
think they know more than what they're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
It's been at 3,500 for a long time, so we'll see. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for
Thank
being
you,
with us here
T.
tonight.
Be blessed.
Always, anytime.
I will lock my doors. I will be vigilant.
Make sure you lock the doors. God bless you. Thank you for being a voice. 219-85-96-93. Again, hopefully that covered the fund that people are talking about, the reward money when it comes to information that finds Sebastian. 815, you're live. Talk to us.
Hi.
How you doing?
I have a question. The thing with KP's mom. So I was listening to another station, and they said that with the incident that it happened when KP was 12, and supposedly that's when she met Seth. Do you know anything about that?
Nah. Nope.
I don't know. I was just wondering because that seemed a little odd to me.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
You said 12?
Yeah, when KP was 12.
What happened?
Her mom got put in prison.
Yeah, okay.
I guess.
Oh, you're talking about, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Never mind. Brain fart. I know exactly who you're talking about. And that's who everybody's been sending that says looks just like that blonde lady in the picture.
Yeah. So somebody said that happened when she was 12, and that's when she met Seth.
Right. I don't know. I don't know if that's when she met Seth. Right then, she met Seth at that time, Katie. Yeah, I have no idea.
But Seth was in his 20s at the time.
I don't think Katie's or his childhood really even mean anything to this story, really.
Huh?
I don't think their childhood even means anything to this story.
I don't know. I mean, because you remember when they went on that interview, and when Seth had that big Chris had that big blow up. Right. You know, he said when he was talking about how he's not rich and stuff, that they don't own all that stuff. And then he said, because if they were, then they would have Sebastian back by now.
Yeah, I did hear that. He said that on that Web Sleuths interview, correct?
Yeah. So it's about money, because he said if they had that money, they would have Sebastian back by now. So do they need to owe people money?
Mm-mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Yeah, that's just a thought I was having. I've been having that thought. I mean, I had to rewatch that just to make sure I was hearing it right.
I'm like thinking in my head because I don't know. Like,
I mean, if it's not KP's family, is it somebody they owe money to, or they need to get money to get Sebastian back?
I was just thinking in my head. I'm like, hold up, what does their childhood have to do with it? I'm just thinking in my head. I was trying to go where you're going with it. Here, I'm trying to hear where you're coming from with that. Them being younger, but it makes sense that now you connecting her mother.
Because maybe it's something. Maybe it's some retaliation against her for whatever happened back then.
You know what? That's great. I think that is crazy speculation and good speculation. It's very possibility. I mean, there's motives everywhere. For all, you could probably find a motive in everybody, right?
Yep.
I get it though. I get it now. Now that makes sense. Now I get exactly what you mean. That'd be wild, right? You hear a thud.
You hear parts of a story, and then you hear parts of the same and another part. Then you just have to put two and two together, and you might come up with something.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a theory.
I got you. No, for sure. Respect it. Respect. You never know. Like people are vindictive like that sometimes. You've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I mean, you see all these different stories and you run across them. And there's vindictive people that do wild stuff for the craziest shit.
And then there's something about some of her family. Something happened when somebody was 15, and then Sebastian was 15. So
yeah, he's 15. You're right. Yep.
So
he had some essay when he was. I believe he was 8. I want to say he was 8 at the time, 7, 8 at the time. So he didn't get a chance to really get through his therapy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this boy, I mean, it's about finding him. Why won't law enforcement come out and again confirm if it's him or not? At least
maybe because if they might have him, like that one caller said, they might have him.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Seth or Janelle, they're gonna, try to find out more information, and maybe end up doing something that they might regret. So it might be under the belt, because, if they're putting him in protected custody, they want to find out everything that's happening.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder. I don't know. It's just hard for me to see them in there like that, But
I mean, because Seth is in law enforcement, so like another thing I was thinking, since he's in law enforcement with all the inmates he's had, maybe somebody had something against him.
I said that before too, and he's like, I haven't had no problem with nobody. I'm like, I don't know.
But you come up when you least expect it, So he might have, made some allegations somewhere, and you just never know.
Yeah, you never know. You're absolutely right about that. You just
know.
And
then I also heard, the last time somebody about KP's stepdad, the last time somebody posted about that was February 22nd. 3 days before he went missing.
3 days before he went missing, huh?
No, somebody posted about her stepdad. February 22nd.
February 20. Were you saying this up?
I sent you an email, and I sent you the video of it.
Let me pull it up real quick. I think I was just looking at it. That's why it's ringing a bell. Hold on. Let me pull that right back up. I was just literally looking at emails, and I'm pretty sure I came across yours. I guess so many.
Huh?
No, I said I guess so many. I know I came across yours.
Just some kind of like.
Interesting.
Like mystery kind of crime, everybody's trying to find out what's happened, like a book.
For sure.
No,
we just want to we want to see him. For me, I just want to know that he's found and accounted for. Accounted for. You can't just fall off the face of the earth and disappear like dust. It's just not happening. It's not happening. But I'll find that email. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you being a voice here tonight. God bless you, man. Make sure you lock them doors and you stay vigilant. Shout out to her. For sure. This is wrong. If KP heard a thud, did it come from his bedroom or was he sleeping in a garage like it was said? Allegedly. That's different if it came from the garage. I don't know the garage. 801. I hope you don't got a gun. What's going on? You're live.
I'll never have a gun, T.
No?
This is nah.
What's going on? Talk to us.
I was very interested in what that lady just said because I did hear that one interview where he was he was really going off on I think he was going off on Seth, and this is where I think he had the interview with the 3 other ladies or something in there, and while he was spewing from the mouth, he did mention something about some money, and that if he had this particular amount of money, he could see his kid again. And I'm like, what is he talking about? So I'm like, this guy is just Looney Tunes. And if I was praying, an officer or a police officer was watching this, because not only is that kidnapping, it's also extortion and blackmail.
Right.
I mean, what is this guy doing? Flapping his gums in the breeze like this. I mean, is he so drunk that he doesn't even realize what he's saying? And this is right after, or right after that, he says, well, I can always get my 2 buddies down there to pay you a visit. And I'm like, I mean, it was unbelievable, the stuff he was saying. He was talking about this money, like $160,000.
Mm-hmm. You brought that up last night. You did.
Yeah.
I remember you bringing that up last night. I just had to remind you. You did. Remember? You were like, man, $160,000. I don't care. You can still talk about it. I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying I remember you talking about it.
Well, he was talking about it. Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
Yeah, and you're just you're resurfacing it.
But well, what can I say? He shouldn't be. What kind of control is this guy going to do with a guy that's so out of control like this?
I don't know. As long, if he's cooperating, he's cooperating. What it don't matter what he does on YouTube to anybody. It looks like,
and he's sitting there telling Seth to shut up, and Seth has more power than he thinks he has. Mm-hmm. Chris shouldn't be saying anything. He is not Sebastian's father.
Bing bang.
He is not Sebastian's father. Seth should be the only spokesperson, and Seth has more power than he thinks he does.
Yeah, Katie and Seth. So I don't have this.
Yeah. Seth really does. He has more power than he thinks he does. Mm-hmm. And, I wish he would use that power to, he has more control than Chris does. I'll tell you that.
For sure.
It may not be I mean, it may not be that much, but
I don't know what you
we don't
mean
want
by
to hear.
power. What's your? I mean, give me a definition of power.
Well, you can say the right words when needed, but see, for some reason they're stifling him.
Yeah.
They're just stifling him for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he thinks he can't do it, but he can. That's his son, and it always will be. It will never be Chris's son.
Yeah.
Never. Not even his stepson.
Yeah.
Sebastian don't want him. Obviously. So I hope to God that is Sebastian.
Look, I know that he's trying, he wants bygones to be bygones and then to be able to work together. That's what I know the goal is.
Well, working with Chris is working with a, Corsican or something. So, I wouldn't put, too much faith in working with Chris. Obviously, Chris is, a wild one. Just totally off his rocker and doesn't know how to keep his mouth closed.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I hear you.
Seth does. And he's humble.
My thing is like, for Seth has done the best that he can. I mean, look at all the platforms, or should I say all the channels that he's went on and people that he's talked to and the chats that he's in and the time that he's spending and the searches that he's done and the posters that he's hung and the places that he's drove and this journey has been, probably feels like a lifetime, because it's like, boom, he's constantly moving and going and going and going. And he kind of just needs to pump the brakes for a second, revisit, get his temple right, which is his body, and then refocus. I mean, there's a lot going on. He knows that he needs to do that though. And I do feel bad for him. Again, I do feel very bad for him. But hey, we're here. We're going to keep pushing. We're not stopping. We're keeping Sebastian's name front and center. We've been doing that. We'll continue to do that no matter what. I don't care what nobody's opinions are about the case or who they think is, what. I know it's about Sebastian. That's what I want to keep it. Team Sebastian. Keep pushing. Let's keep this boy's face out there. And that's what's most important to me. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for having a voice too. Always appreciate that. Make sure you lock your doors. Stay vigilant. God bless you, man. Shout out to her. She calls in like every night. I like her. She's cool. That's great. She's like that. She said she's like that. 160,000. She said it last time too. She's holding on to that. 828. It's never too late. You're live. Talk to me.
Hi, T-REV. It's Susan from North Carolina again.
Susan, how you doing tonight?
I'm hanging in here. I've been sick, so I know I sound pretty bad, but
no, you don't sound.
He does.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, he does all the time. He blesses me. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here.
That's good.
So I know that the big concern is, why has Ellie not come forward and confirmed or debunked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, by not coming forward and debunking, they have confirmed. So think about how long it took them to debunk the glasses, debunk the pants. I mean, it was immediate, like these things have been debunked before I even heard them, but this has not been debunked because it's real. Now, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, whoo. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? That's
what it is. So, one big shout out that we can all have is that once he was identified across state lines, this immediately became a federal case. It immediately now comes under the FBI. And it also if investigation in North Carolina will come under the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, and they are very, very good. They're very good. So, they cannot come out and say, yes, this is him. They really would rather that we don't talk about it. They have to, if they've not done so already, they have to extract him from whatever situation he's in. He's the number one thing is his safety, and is recovering him.
That's a fact.
We don't matter. We're all safe, assumedly. We're all safe in our homes, and yes, we want answers. But stop and think. It's only been a week. And so just try to trust and know, and really celebrate the fact that he was seen across state lines. That makes it an interstate crime. And I do believe that Katie transported him out of the house, put him with extended family, and I just want to urge her to come forward while she still has an opportunity. Katie and Chris, come forward and tell the truth. It's better now. They're going to have him. They're going to know exactly who he was in the park with. They're going to have license plates. They're going to know who he is with. And it is just, they may already have him. They may just be tying up ends, They may be cleaning up. And so they may already have him. He may already be secure. But if not, that's what we need to be praying about, is that, because they will send in whatever teams they have to send in, if it's SWAT, if it's, to bring this child out safely. And, I'm just really excited. When it was, my understanding is that until then, when it was in Tennessee, it was being handled as a runaway case. He's a missing child, he's a teenager, he's a runaway.
Right.
And it was not being held. Even though they said it was criminal investigation, they weren't really putting that out there.
And then they said it was an accident, that it said criminal investigation. You know what I mean? Like, so what are they, why even put it in there anyways?
Right. So, so now it will be a criminal investigation, because he was taken across state lines. And, that is a huge charge. Transporting a child across state lines, and especially a child that's been reported as missing, and, has been being kept from his father. These are all huge charges. So, we just need to pray that they retrieve him safely, and that all of the people involved are held accountable, and that justice is served.
Yeah. My thing is it never made sense from the beginning for me. You know what I mean? Nothing did. Like you said, a runaway, treated as a runaway or whatever. So, and I won't say, that gives time for things to be, you already know where I'm going to go with that, but that's a whole different subject. Again, none of this has made sense from the beginning. I don't care. It's like the police say that he went down and took the trash out. He's at the end of the driveway taking the trash out. But yet, what footage? Because the footage that, Seth says he's seen footage that was grainy. He couldn't tell anything. But police swear up and down it's him. He went back inside, never to be seen again around 10 p.m., where Katie says that's where she last heard him.
Right.
If he's not seen coming back out down the same camera, why is he, did he go out back? Which way did he go?
Well, have you noticed?
Away.
Yeah. Have you noticed on the missing and exploited children's poster the date that it said he went missing?
The day that it's, I'm trying to remember. No,
Mhm.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, it says he went missing on the 25th.
Okay, so it says on the, yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, not the 26th.
Because I was covering Madeline Soto, I remember, for a minute, and then I jumped straight into this right after.
Right. So officially, he went missing on the 25th, not on the 26th. Everybody's saying, and Katie and Chris put out there that he went missing on the 26th.
Yeah, I agree with the caller.
So if he went missing on the 25th, Katie said she didn't go to bed until after midnight.
3-hour phone call comes down to the 3-hour phone call. And I know that's talked about a lot. I know the 3-ways talked about a lot.
Well, she's mentioned several times that she went to bed after midnight.
Riley Strain too. I just pray that the meaning of life and the meaning of time would exercise in every man's life that speaks the name of Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But I mean, I have to ask you this before I let you go. Do you think, or do you have hope that they are onto something right now and we're almost down to the end of this to resolve it?
Absolutely.
I mean, do you think that there's some resolution coming? Is that what you're feeling?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for having the courage to pick up the phone and call in and be a voice here tonight. I really do appreciate you, man. I hope you have a blessed night. Make sure you lock your doors. God bless you. Shout out to her. Good phone call from her too. I don't know. Nothing makes sense from that night. Just the night that it happened, none of it makes sense. Because this kid's not seen. There's nothing. Come on now. You're gonna tell me they use the same from Cavalcante? Find them. 386. You're in the mix. Talk to us.
Hey,
how you doing tonight, man?
I'm good.
Where's your mind at with this case as it stands right now? You have this photo that has been out here for so many days, and law enforcement is not confirmed. They haven't came out and said, "Hey, yeah, that's Sebastian," but at the same time, they're quick to debunk every little thing, whether it's pants or glasses and things that come out. Where does your mind stand at with this particular photo? Are you one of those people that it gives hope to, or are you one of those people that are like, come on, we got to look somewhere else?
No, it gives me hope, definitely. One of the things that has bothered me is that the first question I ask when someone has been injured in my family or someone has died is, how did they feel? And that's how I would be saying, I wonder how Sebastian is feeling. That would be my question, and I haven't really heard that a lot, like how he would be feeling mentally or how he is physically. So that is a concern of mine. And that they didn't put the most recent photo of him when he first disappeared. Because all of it's been very devious. That's the word that I can come up with for all of it.
Very devious.
Besides heartbreaking that all this nonsense goes on in this world to begin with.
Though. Very devious.
Yes.
Put that on the money.
Yes. Yes, and I do have hope because, you always have to have that hope. And I won't give my theory because everybody has theories, but I really just hope he's in a good place in his mind if this is Sebastian.
I mean, well, my thing is he didn't grow wings. You know what I mean?
No, people just don't, like you said, there was video footage and then no video footage. Very skeptical. You know, that's just very skeptical. It's ridiculous, the whole thing. You know, I can't understand, as I'm a mother and a grandmother and an aunt to many, many children, and I couldn't imagine not being out front and center. Where's my kid? Help me find my kid as a mother. So that just makes me think that they know, if, you know, they haven't asked how, you know, in any of their interviews, even in 8 days in, projecting how he's going to feel when he walks through that door. You're not in that door anymore in that house. So that's not going to happen. Right? That was their very first interview.
Yeah, I mean, because, yep.
When he walks through this door, he's going to have so many friends and well, he can't walk through that door right now, can he? So, yeah. And thank you, Trev. You've done a marvelous job. You know, you guys get the word out there about all these.
Oh, I've been up for a full 24 hours right now. I stay.
Oh, yeah.
My mind stays working on this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm committed. You know, when you're just committed, you're all in.
You are very committed. Yes, I do know.
I do other stuff too, but when I got free time, I'm just constantly looking up stuff. It's crazy, or talking or conversating about it constantly. I need to do it. It's like, damn, I need to know where's this kid at. We need to find him.
I know, and I have never been so invested, and I don't know why. Because yes, there are many missing children. Because it's heartbreaking to watch.
It's closer. It hits closer when you hear the emotion from a loved one. It even hits you harder. And even seeing those in other cases, like seeing the parents or whoever, even loved ones, speak out, how brightly they speak about their loved ones, it just hits me in a different way every single time, no matter what family we may be talking about. And shout out to everybody out there who's ever lost anybody and knows what that pain feels like, because I do. I know what it feels. Yep, me too. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That pain is different.
2 brothers, yes, at a very young age I was. And it's rough. It's like, that's why all this is heartbreaking to me, because I do everything to try to protect life and to, encourage people. And I used to be a liaison between disabled students' parents and the school. So I was the liaison. That's really what I feel like Seth needs, is somebody just in his best interest, out of the pureness of their heart, to be that liaison between everybody else that he needs to not deal with or deal with. And I wish I could be that person for him. I'm sure a lot of people do, because it is heartbreaking.
Oh, it is. It is, for sure. The journey. I mean, imagine too, when he's seen this picture, he said, "Man, I think that's my boy. I think that's my boy."
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you hear things like that, again, it's
man,
to be lingering this long and it not be confirmed or waiting around for an answer to see what happens. And again, I get it. Investigations got to be conducted, and if they're on to somebody, they have to get him at the right time with Sebastian also safe. If there was a situation like that, I'm not saying there is, but I'm only speculating. They got to be safe for his safety too. If they are moving in on somebody, and it could take days, it could be an operation. For all we know, we don't know. Again, we're just praying for him. We're hoping that we find out some new information pertaining to this photo that was taken, and there is surveillance at this place. Again, you would think law enforcement has that surveillance. I'm pretty sure they do, just based off of how they conduct investigations. I'm not stupid. I know they're getting video evidence from anywhere they can get it from. But Man, listen, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for calling in and being an advocate and talking for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers as we wait around the clock constantly Googling and looking up this kid's name to see if there's any new updates. I mean, I know I still do that. Even having a direct contact with Seth, I still do that. So if you're one of those people, I know what's up.
I am.
God bless you. Thank you
And
so
it
much
keeps
for
it
having
out
that
there.
courage to hit the send button and call in and bless the lines tonight, man. God bless you. Make sure you lock them doors and you stay vigilant. Shout out to her. Good phone call, 219-885-9693. We are talking about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, who disappeared in thin air at what? 1008 Stafford Court, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Just floated out of the air like an angel. You know? Nobody helped him. 602, I'm on with you. Talk to me.
Hi, my name is Christina, and I'm calling from Phoenix, Arizona. And I just had a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
With law enforcement not coming out to say whether or not this is a legitimate lead, doesn't that kind of stall the investigation as far or the search?
You would think so, right? Like that would just make you feel some type of way until you knew, right? If you were searching, you would
Yeah,
think.
because I don't see a lot of searches going on now that this photo. I personally believe that it's him, but it just seems like the longer it takes for them to come out and say whether if for some reason they come out and say that it isn't Sebastian, where do we go from there? You know, what's next? You know, in the search.
Yeah, what is it? I agree. What is next? What is next?
Well, I was hoping you'd have the answer.
Yeah. Yeah, and my answer would be to you is I really think they're investigating this side. There's going to be an answer. They're going to come out and answer this, right? I mean, come on. There's so much into it. Again, I do think they're investigating it right now, and that's why there is no answer. And as soon as they get that answer, I think that they will update us as soon as it's thoroughly investigated all the way around. They got to do the full circle investigation and come up with a conclusion on what they think this photo is and what they think is in the video. If they have video, they have to come up with some type of conclusion and obviously put out an update at some point, whether that update is tomorrow or next week or 30 days from now. I don't know. But I don't, why they're leaving it in limbo makes you wonder. It just makes you wonder. And there's a lot of people that know about this. I mean, there's tons of people that are messaging me all day about this picture every single day since it came out.
I can't even imagine. Yeah, I can't even imagine. But I appreciate everything that you're doing, and
thank you.
I love your show. So thank you again for keep putting his name out there.
All the time. That's what we're here to do. Spread awareness, keep his name front and center. Thank you for calling in and being a voice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers.
Thank you. You have a good night.
You too. God bless you, man. 219-885-9693 again. This man didn't just disappear into thin air. 414, you're in the door. Talk to us.
Hello, it's Doreen.
Doreen.
Doreen, yeah.
What's going on, Doreen? How you doing? You're live.
I'm doing good. I've been thinking, Seth has trusting and good rapport with you.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, why didn't he reach out to you to help him find a PI person or a PR person, or even to set up that trust? Somebody totally out of the loop. I think too many of these people that he's reaching out to, seems like everybody knows everybody. It's weird. It's just weird. And this new guy that he's got, how he wants to work with Seth and Chris and Katie together, I just don't agree with that at all. I think Seth needs to stay as far away as working with Chris and Katie. I'm just really leery of that whole situation. I couldn't do it. I mean, my ex and his wife, I could see me doing it with them, but not with Chris and Katie. definitely not. There's something wrong there. Something really wrong. But, you know, it sounds like he you know, he's doesn't have a real good support group, and he's reaching out. I would have reached out to you. You know, I mean, I have an excellent support group as far as knowing a lot of police and detectives and retired detectives. But I just don't know why he didn't reach out to you and say, you know, could you refer me to someone? You know, that's what I would have did.
Hmm?
You
I
know,
hear you.
this whole thing is just off the wall. It's off the wall. And the more
It has been. It has
yeah,
really.
the more I listen and the more I see and, you know, watch different things, boy, I'm telling you, I'm going to a real sad place with this. Real sad place with this. The mom in me wants to go one way and the psychic in me is going the other way, and it's very confusing, and ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I wish Seth all the luck in the world, you know, prayers and strength. But boy, this is really getting nasty, I think. I think it's really getting nasty. But we'll keep up them prayers, you know, you have to have hope, but something really went wrong. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm just surprised he didn't reach out to you, because I'm sure you could have hooked him up with someone, you know? You know so many
Well, I
people.
mean, he's gonna go. He, you know, the man's the man. He's his own man. He's gonna find it and ask people certain things. I mean, you know, I can't control that.
No,
I'm here
I
to
know
say I'm
that,
here to
but
have his back. Again, I do know a few people and could have pointed him in a direction, but I'm not gonna ridicule him for his choice. I'm here to
oh no,
support
I'm
him
not
along the way.
ridiculing him at all.
Oh, I
I
know.
just
No,
feel
no, no,
bad
no. I
for him.
get it. I get what you're saying too. I'm just saying in general. That's just for me. It's woulda, coulda, shoulda, because it's already done, right? Like that's how I'm thinking about it.
Right,
It's like I don't even.
right.
If he ever needs
Well,
that, then he knows how to he knows how to get a hold of me.
right, right.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
we'll see where this goes. You know, it's another path, and we'll
Do
see
you
what
not
happens.
like the other person or something? Is there something you don't like about
I
it?
just,
Like what's going on there?
I saw a clip with him
Uh-huh.
where he said we're basically, going to be closed mouth about stuff in a sense, and get things together and work with Katie and Chris. And right there, that just shut me down. I was like, no, 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 no. I mean, hypothetically, what if you're working with the people that caused this whole situation? Are you serious? I mean, oh no, no, no. I couldn't do it. Mm-mm. I would not be comfortable in my soul doing it. No, there's something really wrong there. And I would get help from outside the loop. Totally, if I was set outside the state. I'm serious. I'd hire someone that is not anywhere near that loop. It's just too tight knit craziness for me.
Mm-mm.
I think that was a lot of the problem with the Summer Wells case too.
Yeah, that case is another heartbreaker, and it's
Yep.
so sad for these children that
Yep.
just they go missing because of weird stuff. Yeah, and can't even say the story because we don't even know the damn story until it's figured out. We could assume and think about different things all day long, the theory, but the truth is the truth. You know?
I have friends that have relatives in Tennessee. They go down to Tennessee every year for like a month, and they love it. But they said there is some crazy stuff going on down there. There is some crazy stuff.
My boy that lives there said that too. I have a friend that lives in
Yeah,
Tennessee.
said
He's
there's
like, man,
some.
it's just so crazy down here, the corruption and all. I was like, what? What do you
Yep,
mean?
yep.
I
They
don't know.
they said it. It is. It's an interesting, crazy place.
It is for sure. Well, Doreen, I
But
appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in and being a voice here tonight for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Hopefully, we hear something soon. Because again, it's what's after
amen.
this. God bless you. Sir. You said my gut is telling me that North Carolina picture is very well done fake. I think law enforcement knows it. If they knew it, wouldn't they just say that though? This is a well done fake, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get a ruse from it. It's a red herring. It's a good fake. They already said it was an AI or did it right. So why not just go the extra mile and say, yeah, this is a fake Photoshop picture. 908. It's never too late. You were live. Talk to me.
Hey, boss, it's Baba Booey.
How's it going, Chris? Captain
What's
Jenks.
up, brother?
What's going on, Captain Jenks?
Yeah, another Nunya from law enforcement, huh?
Well, they're not confirming that it's him or not.
Yeah, Nunya business. That's what it is. Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. You're not gonna get too far into this until they start releasing some more footage and some more things and everything. Like I said, but yeah. And Seth still has the option, he's getting another PI or whatever. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. But
He's getting another PI.
No, the PI, the new one that he's got. I don't know the guy.
It's a spokesperson, not a PI.
Oh, so he's just speaking for him then, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just letting you know, so because there's no more PI, it's just a spokesperson, from what I know.
Oh, all right, but he still has the option. He can go to Senator Blackburn there, But,
I thought, as far as I know, the PI had stepped back for some type of break or whatever, just from what I know. Again, the spokesperson he's not a PI. He's just speaking and helping mediate things, if that makes any sense.
Well, he's trying everything, so he's trying everything to see what he can do. But, if you're not going to get, you got thousands of people all over the country that could, you point them in the right direction to look.
I could be wrong. He could be looking for a PI for all I know, and I have no idea. Again, he didn't. That's not something that he said to me. That's between them, what they got going on. I have no idea. But I do know it's something. I remember seeing something. Somebody sent me some comments about the PI stepping back or something. I don't know. I hear, how you hear a bunch of and you see a bunch of things being talked about, but it's like you don't really know the full story.
Yeah.
That's something that Seth would be able to tell in an interview that if he's asked that question. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's something for him to tell the people, because people keep asking, is this PI is what's going on with the PI? Seth can answer that better than me.
Well, he still got the option there of the Senator Blackburn, and the only thing I would suggest is he calls her, himself, gets a rapport with her, and maybe she can make things happen. Maybe she could, because she's going to do her due diligence. Absolutely. She's going to call, find out what's going on and find out about the case, and then she'll get back to him. I don't think, she'll leave him flat, but always have that option, that comes out of your taxes, man. That's your representative. So, give it hey, you got the options there, so it's there's always an option, always something that can be done. So, hopefully it'll work out for him, and even the other side of the family, they got questions, they can call her too, the Proudfoots or whatever. They call them.
I'm sure we could. I'm sure. You know what, Suzanne, you right about that probably. And you know what, we could pull up probably every state if we wanted to and break them down by how many kids go missing and how many problems that we're having in these different states when it comes to missing children. I'm sure we could pull that list up and go over, and it'd be just as bad. And people would be like, "Damn, well that state's bad. That state's bad. That state's bad. That state bad." You going down the whole line, basically. That's what it would be.
Every state's got its problems,
I'm telling you, it's not just Tennessee. Bring up every other state around Tennessee and down and all around, and you'll see the same exact pattern. If not, maybe a little bit less or maybe a little bit more.
Hey, born and raised in New Jersey, you know how that goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But I've I mean, I had zoning issues and grandfather laws and stuff that I fought, and I actually called this, senators myself. I talked to other people, gave me a number. I called, they called me back. Actually sat down and met with them. They contacted my lawyer. I got things going. So, you get the right person and they'll help. And then if you do a nice rapport with them, you talk to them right, they'll help you. There's a lot of good people out there, even with, you get to the politics, bullshit of it, but that's what they're there for, So, you have options there, and that Ezra trailer I was telling you about with the autistic kid that plays is going to come out in the summer with Robert De Niro, Billy Crystal's in it, everybody.
What movie is that?
It's EZRA, Ezra.
I'm not sure.
And oh man, the trailer's like I don't know, 3.5 minutes.
I'll have to check it out for sure.
But you get like 3/4 of the way. This kid looks more like the kid in the picture than he does like Sebastian. Because I looked at it a couple more times. I watched the trailer because the movie's not out yet. But even like 3/4 of the way, he's even wearing the same clothes. He's got the blue shirt on and he jumps back into bed, and I'm like, holy shit, he's wearing the black pants with the blue T-shirt on. And his father's talking to him, and he goes back into bed, and he's trying to make jokes, make him laugh and whatnot. Same everything, man. But he looks more like the kid in the picture with the darker hair, from the Grandfather Mountain place.
Yeah.
Than Sebastian. He looks more like that. I mean, I was trying to find more pictures and stuff, but I looked through it, but
Oh no, okay.
But it's like a 3.5 minute clip. I mean, I don't know if you could take a still shot from it or a screen snap from it and then post that. If that would, I don't know, man, but eerily similar, man. I don't know, man. It's just something bugging me with that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
maybe
weird.
because EZRA, Ezra.
EZRA.
Yeah, it's Ezra. Yeah, EZRA. I guess that's his name, whatever in the movie. Because
I'll have to check it out.
I got a lot of famous actors in this thing. It's one of those like international festival things that they do. Movies that are really in depth and it's based on a true story and everything. So, but yeah. So and then. I see the cameras are back on over there at the Grandfather Mountain area in North Carolina. So, but if they're not going to tell you anything, how much can you do? You can't really do anything, man. Hands are tied. You got a lot of people over there that will be willing to go to. You got people from Georgia, people from California, people from Colorado, people from Texas. You tell them, hey, we got a sighting over here. They'll go look, and they don't charge. Just do it out of the kindness of their heart, So a lot of good people out there is willing to help. Not everyone's bad, So you gotta steer people in the right direction.
For sure, Chris. You know how that goes, man. You know how that goes. Man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for being a voice. You already know what time it is. Make sure you lock them doors and you stay vigilant. We'll see what comes out on this. So far, it's been super, super quiet. And damn, time is going by fast. Shout out to Chris. 219-885-9693. If you want to call in live, that is the number. Make sure you call in and talk with us tonight. What is your thoughts here and opinions? I have no idea. I feel like I'm in my own mind. I don't know. It's here because I don't know what's going on. 731. I hope you don't got a gun. What's going on? You live.
I don't have a gun, T-REV. How are you tonight? This is Ball Fan.
How you? I'm hanging in there. I'm talking to you now. What's your thoughts on the stance of the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case right now as it stands?
Okay, here are my thoughts. I think the FBI is involved. But here's where my thought goes, and I want to ask your opinion on some things. So let's just say, for example, the FBI comes out tomorrow and says, hey, we found Sebastian. Then my mind goes to, where does he go? Does he go with Seth? Surely you don't go back with them. Do they go ahead and file charges? Is that what is taking so long? What are your thoughts on that?
On filing charges? I don't know.
Yeah, like for CP and KP, you know, have they been investigating on? Surely he wouldn't have to go back there if he had said anything. If they were interrogating him, or not interrogating Sebastian, but getting the full story, if they had him, you know, surely they wouldn't send him back there if he didn't want to go.
Right.
If he had said anything about, you know, being punished or any of the things that allegedly we have heard about. I don't know. That my mind goes down that rabbit hole now. And I'm like, yeah, I want that to happen, but you know, what happens with all these things, you know.
All I know is it's all crooked and it's all over the place. What is going on? Why is law enforcement so silent?
Well,
Crickets.
TBI in Tennessee is terrible. I'll just tell you that. I live here. They can come knocking on my door any minute, but I don't care. There's so many missing kids here. That's why, you know, you've got to take care of your kids because it's crazy around here. But it scares me really. But I'm just really concerned. I really think that they're on the trail. I think something big is just not happen. I think we're fixing to get some good news. I hope it's this week. My God. But like I said, I don't know if they'll come out with the whole story, but like, where does Sebastian go? Surely he don't go back. Does he go back to Chris and Katie? I mean, that's my question.
I think that's a great question.
I mean,
where does he go at this point?
That's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Where does he go at this point? Where does it when he's found?
Yeah. Yeah. That's where my mind goes. But thank you, brother. I love your music. I listened to it at work the other day and it just lost my mom and it just brings tears to my eyes, and I thank God for you and all you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing those kind words with me. And also, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for calling in and having the courage to pick up the phone and call in to talk about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. God bless you. Stay vigilant. And
God bless you.
Shout out to her. Good phone call. This ain't making sense. He said the PR is used to the PR is a used car salesman. What? What is going on? 205, you're live. Talk to me.
Yes, T-REV. I've
Yes,
sent you an email.
Yes, ma'am.
It's DB. I've never seen him before. It's DB, which is Sweet Tea with DB. And 11 hours ago, he put out some information. And during that clip that he was doing, he had a video of Seth and his parents talking with the public. His parents was actually doing it. And a picture of Sebastian that's not been seen. He brought up things that we've not heard of. And I sent you the link, and I was hoping you might play it for us so we could all see it.
I'm not seeing it. Hold on, I'm looking right now. I'm in the emails.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing
I sent it to a Rev Gang True Crime. It's from Treasure 1958.
Okay, Treasure 1958.
It's been since the show's been on.
Let me see. Treasure. Why is nothing showing up? That's weird.
From 1958. I sent it to Rev Gang True Crime. It sent out. It didn't. It showed it sent out.
I don't see it for some reason. I'm serious too. Let me refresh. Let's see. Nope. Still don't see it.
Okay. It's listed under DB, and it's where it's showing that his his grandparents speak up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was done 11 hours ago, and you might could go to it. But I did send you. I sent you one to each one. There's another email, and then I sent you one to the Rev Gang
Let me
good crime.
I'll check that one too. Hold up.
But it would be from treasure1958@yahoo.com. I even
Yes,
put my
ma'am.
phone number on there.
I'm looking right now. Oh, grandparents, I see it right now.
Yeah. There's got some, like a picture in there I've never even seen. And another one of my things is, I could be wrong, but I've noticed in his pictures that his face as he's gotten older, and they don't show many pictures of him being older. That's what I understand. It's all younger pictures, but his face is like squared up more since he's older in the older picture, and it could be him, with his head laying down.
This one,
Then you can't really tell it.
the head that I had pulled up, like the shot of Sebastian here, this headshot, this one matches more up with it than anything. Look at this. I mean,
And most of the time, if you notice, he's in long shirts or else pullover, long, sleeve pullovers. And, his arms are showing up. And most of them, if you look at, he's either got a long sleeve shirt or either a pullover, long sleeved pullover on. But that's what I understand. But I think, this is my personal opinion, speculation, but I think that KP was the head point of it because he was talking about leaving her, number one. And I think she actually wanted to give up her son as to give her husband up because she figured she'd lose more. And I do think that maybe it was picked up. They asked on that show I'm telling you about today about the car, hers was in the garage. And they mentioned and they asked her if she had spotlights, and she said no. And then Chris turned around and put over her that they had outside lights above the garage doors. But she said they weren't on. And he said right behind that, they're always on. But it's just been things that we haven't heard, and I just haven't come across it today. So if you come across it, it'd be awesome for you to play it.
yeah, no, I see your email. I definitely see your email.
Yeah. And they got a picture of them like on some big piece of equipment that I'm not even seeing.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you just check that out, it'd be awful awesome for family to see it.
Yeah, it depends who the creator. I'll check it out. I gotta actually go and look and see what creator it is.
Well, I mean, he actually has a footage of it, of them talking. It's not where he's just sitting here saying this or that. He's actually got footage of this stuff, clips of it.
No, I just got to make sure it's a creator that ain't about to strike or do none of that weird stuff.
Yeah,
because sometimes they do. It just depends. Depends who.
And again, I want to say you are so awesome. I love the way you're speaking up and hanging with Sebastian and the whole family. And I am just playing this as him. But like I said, when the picture going down, you can't really see his face forward. But in his older picture, that he's got a more squared up face and square chin. And this little face looks narrow, but and then like I say, he's always got the long sleeve shirts on or the long sleeve pullovers, and this one he's got like just short sleeves. So, but with her car being in the garage that particular night, I just think he went out in that car. And they said on that
man, this looks just like
him.
This looks just like this boy. I'm telling you, spitting image right here.
And
boom, boom, looks just like him. That's a bad. It looks like
and one of the
me.
Yeah, and one of the neighbors said that she left that morning and said she only was gone 10 minutes and come back home. The morning he disappeared. So I mean, who's going to get out and look for 10 minutes and come back? And it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense how he got out of there. But I don't think that child walked out because I've got a grandchild that's autism and he ADHD. And
was it confirmed?
So, and he's actually been in Glenwood for a year where they've been working with him. But my grandson is a lot like the ways that he has, and some of the things that they're saying. This kid couldn't have done some of the stuff that they're saying he's doing, or that he did, And my grandson would never run out in the dark, to leave on his own. He was too scared. He depended on me. And I was really patient with him, And in fact, he's getting to come home Friday for good, where they've been giving him help, where they've been doing work. And he's on 9 medications. That's another thing I don't understand. My grandson's on 9 medications for his. Well, what are they doing unless they've got permission from her or they're getting him the medicine? That kid's got to have his medicine.
He sure
He can't
does.
do without it.
He sure does.
Because my grandson has to have it.
Absolutely. He definitely needs his medicine. Again, thank you so much for calling in and being a voice tonight for Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. We're hoping that there's some answers coming. I see some people in here saying that chat or that picture is fake. But why ain't law enforcement tell us it's fake? Why would they just, I don't know. Again, shout out to you, man. Thank you for having that courage to call up and be a voice in the community. Make sure you lock your doors and stay vigilant. God bless you. Yeah, I'll check out that video and see who it is by, but oh no, I see a lot. 702, I'm on with you. Talk to me. 812. 812, can you hear me?
Hello?
812, I'm on with you. Talk to me.
Just T-REV?
Yes, ma'am, it is. And you're live right now. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm Connie from Indiana, and I've kept an eye on this case, but I'm wondering to ask you a question, to think that maybe if the FBI has him, they might be holding him in protective custody.
In protective
What do you think on that?
Yeah, no, I think this has been asked a few times tonight, and damn, protective custody from
all the other stuff that has went on in the home with the prostitutes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. But wouldn't that be protective custody like the whole time?
I don't know on that. So
they
that's
like to the point where
question
they
to you.
would make up like a whole entire runaway. And you know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. It's just it's tough. It's tough. I see what
Well, I
you're saying
appreciate
though.
all the stuff you've done, and I've said a lot of prayers for this boy, and I hope he is returned to Seth. And
He is too.
I appreciate you answering my call and my questions.
Always, always. Anytime you want. Now, do you when you look at this picture, do you think it's fake or do you believe it?
No, I believe that's Sebastian.
I mean, it looks just like
I've believed it ever since it came out.
Same.
And my prayers to you and everybody on here. God bless y'all and have a good night.
You too, ma'am. God bless you. Make sure you lock them doors though.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out to her. God bless her. She said, I'm gonna keep it quick and short. Respect. I respect it. I'm gonna keep it quick and short. Yeah, you gotta respect the opinions of everybody. You can't just shut people down. 518. It's never too late. How you doing tonight?
Rev, I swear you are ignoring my messages just so I could call in for you to hang up on me.
What? That's crazy.
Yes, it's Rhonda.
It's who?
Rhonda.
Oh, to call a message to hang up on you. What?
Yeah,
Are you talking about from last night?
I'm totally joking. Yes, I'm joking with you.
No. I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, hold up. Is this from? Because I knew it was from last night, right? It was like lagging. My internet was all messed up. That was so horrible. By the way, I could not stand that. That infuriated me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but we're good. We're back, and I'm glad you got back through. You're crystal clear tonight. What's your thoughts here?
Well, I was gonna put a lot of stuff out on the new Facebook page, but your live kind of beat me to it.
Wow.
There's a lot of things that we're trying to do with the new Facebook page to get everybody on the same page and focus on Sebastian. And there's a lot of questions that were really good questions asked on your live tonight by the callers that we can address. And then there's also a lot of things that we're in the works trying to do. I don't even know. Did you? Oh my gosh, there's just so many speculations that I'd like to put to an end and all the misinformation.
Let's knock it out.
All right. I mean,
knock it all
I'm
out.
trying to think of where I'm trying to think of where to start. Let me go back in our messages. I got on your live a little bit late. Did you mention anything about the misinformation about the canine handler?
I did not get to that part. I talked about it, but I said I want to actually pull it up. You know what I mean? Like the actual link, but I wanted to know. I didn't know if that person wanted their name shown or not. So that's the only reason I didn't yet.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine to have her name on there.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to pull her up with her name. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. She's absolutely fine. She's, constantly updating on her social media. So we can, I can send all her social media handles over to you as well if you would like to share them for everybody.
Yeah, I got them right here. Hold on, let me pull this up. Here's the one right here. I found it. I'm gonna email it to myself from my phone, and I'll be able to pull it up right here. Okay, here we go. Ooh. All right, got it. All right, so I'm about to pull that up from the K9 handler. Let me do this, refresh. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just waiting on you.
I'm pulling it up right now. Taking a second. I don't know why though.
Your internet.
Nah, it's good tonight. Nah, it got here pretty zippy. Here it is. Boom. Opened. All right. But it didn't take me to okay, maybe it did. It did take me right to it. And I got it on
She had posted it on the new Facebook page, and I think I just shared it with you.
right here. It's
I can send you
Jules, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it says, good morning, everyone. I wanted to start this morning off with a message of clarity and a little bit of hope. An assistance request. The K9 handler who publicly posted about potentially no longer assisting in the search is not me. That is a completely different K9 handler who I have never met before. Following that comment, that is a completely different. Hold up, okay. Following that comment yesterday, I spent a good portion of my evening seemingly defending myself against questions. Let me make this a little smaller because that's making me read weird. Let me catch back up to where I was at. Completely different.
Your internet that's lagging.
No, I made it way too big and it's got me reading weird. Here we go. So it said, I spent a good portion of my evening seemingly defending myself against questions and rude remarks resulting from certain YouTube channels stating that I was possibly quitting. First, please stop listening to those commentators. I'm extremely transparent. And unless you hear it from me directly, please don't believe it. Second, it is very hard to give my 100% focus to the search effort when I'm constantly fighting misinformation. A very good friend of mine, his K9, left our home state yesterday to head to an area of interest for a search detail. Full transparency, you will never see me live streaming one of my K9 searches for multiple reasons. One, I'm a K9 handler. My priority is handling my K9 and focusing on what he or she is doing at that time. I'm not doing my job I'm not doing my job at full 100% capacity if I'm holding a phone in my hand and searching. Nothing against those who do, but handling a K9 and live streaming at the same time is a lot different. Two, I prefer to keep the details of my live searches private. It is what I'm used to, especially since I am trained in fugitive apprehensions and trailing. I don't know what said person has access to, and I don't need them knowing I'm coming for them. My K9s do have body cameras on them, just like I do, but they are used for replay and evidence purposes. Three, this is especially important in the cases of a missing child. Hypothetically speaking, if I'm live streaming and I stumble upon the individual and they are no longer living, it would be for parents to see that online live stream. I don't need Seth, Chris, or Katie to see if that were to be the case. Okay, I see what she's saying. Again, nothing against people who do this live streaming at all. I just prefer not to. 4, I search in very, very small groups, like the picture I posted below, usually a 3 to 4 man team. This setup is example of how we conduct our tracking and trailing sessions in our operations. It protects the integrity of the search, keeps the K9s focused, not because he's incapable of detecting, but all of my canines are dual purpose trained, which means they are trained in protection also. So if a bad guy were to be compromising the perimeter or being hostile toward a searcher, he or she are going to do what a protective canine does. So if it's smaller, more controlled group, there is less of a risk. Full transparency, I'm still on AGR military status, meaning Monday, Friday, I do my duties as a company commander in the U.S. Army and military police. I oversee K9 operations, anti-terrorism, and force protection. On weekends and weekday evenings, I volunteer or in some instances am contracted out under my own private K9 security company. I've told Seth and all of the BTS crew I do not want a single cent for this. My partners and I are dedicated to keep searching until Sebastian comes home. Now giving the state that the world is in with all the dangerous protests and other operational security breaches, there could be the possibility where I need to focus on my military duty before coming back. Make no mistake, and I want to be clear on this, shifting focus does not mean quitting, because I'm not quitting this search. I have an incredibly gracious and understanding brigade command team who have allowed me to do work remotely while traveling around the world, or around to help. My bad, I added my own word in here. Traveling around to help this family. Most of them are parents themselves. So please, if you hear anyone saying Julia or the K9 captain are quitting, please put that to rest. I'm not quitting, and neither are my partners. We are dedicated to helping Seth, Chris, and Katie and bringing Sebastian home. That being said, my one assistance request would be, if anyone has a drone license, I have a high quality drone that I got from my security conference. I cannot operate it while handling a K9. So if anyone is serious and wants to reach out to me in regards to drone operations, please let me know. Thank you, Jules and K9 Gator. There's that.
Yeah. Yes. And then I'll send all of her social media handles too, if you want to put them up there for people to follow along with her updates.
Becca said that's a lot of reading.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it was. That was, but it's information.
But it's important because, there's a lot of speculation and comments going around and taking the focus off of Sebastian and, talking about this nonsense. They're bringing up the Cajun Navy again and the Uvalde searchers, and everybody's just leaving the case and not searching anymore. And that's so weird. Like, she's not leaving. So I just want to shut that down. And she also, this Twitter post that she made, someone had asked her, Jules, if you get these threats, will you stop searching? And her response was, no, I don't cater to terrorism, foreign or domestic. Threatening a group of canine handlers and their canine partners who are searching for a missing child sounds pretty terroristic to me. So no matter what, she's going to be on this until Sebastian is found and brought home.
Dana said, who is this caller?
I've been out there searching for the last 2 months for Sebastian.
There you go.
Absolutely. I'm just somebody, it touched my heart. I live in the area and I'm doing anything and everything I can. I've done all the flyers and helping organize all the vigils. I'm now a moderator on the newest Facebook page so that we can keep the speculation down, keep the nonsense down, the drama, focus on Sebastian, and ultimately create a safe buddy.
Absolutely. That's a good thing that you're doing too. Um, a lot of people don't know. That's why they were asking, "Who's this caller?" Because they just don't. Some people just
Yeah.
don't know. I
Like
get
on
it.
the page, when they go on the page, I was joking about my name being Rhonda. I am Michaela. So you will see me all over it, as I have been all over Facebook, even before this page, doing the same thing. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
what do I want to say next? Let's see here. The woman that called in about the cameras at Grandfather Mountain and the picture of Sebastian,
Mm-hmm.
potentially Sebastian.
Right.
She was saying that she believes it is him, and I love to believe that and be hopeful that it is him.
Was a dog?
But at
Hold
this,
up. Was a dog handler threatened? I seen somebody ask that question.
no, but the Cajun Navy said that they were threatened, and a lot of people have said that they were threatened, and that's why they backed out. But she's just stating that if that does happen to her for some reason or whatever, that she's not going to leave regardless.
I'm good off Facebook. Sure. Right. I know. I'm not I'm not a Facebook guy either, but no, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to. I seen somebody had that question. I wanted to ask you that before you were.
Oh, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. The cameras, we all want to hope and believe that it is Sebastian, but until we hear confirmation from law enforcement, whether it is or it isn't, we can't sit here and assume that it is, because that's when searches died down. That's when people, they're not doing anything in the meantime, and I don't want to lose any traction like that, because what if it's not him? That's more time lost that he doesn't have. So I just don't want I don't want the searches to die down, because we still need to stay vigilant.
Absolutely.
And he deserves that. And when you go to the website to look at the cameras from Grandfather Mountain, it says that it is.
Wouldn't you feel conflicted as a searcher though? After I'm being honest. Wouldn't you feel conflicted as a searcher though with this possible sighting coming out in this law? You get what I'm saying? With everything being the circumstances they are.
Absolutely, but that's where you need to put your emotional attachment aside and do anything you can in the meantime.
That makes sense too. I like that response.
You have to do, when you're searching and you're all you want is to find him and bring him home, you don't stop. None of us have stopped.
People are asking, is Tony a felon? What? I don't know. What is going on? Michaela, you can. Well, okay, damn.
What?
No, people. I see the opinions in chat. They're flying.
I'm not reading them because it needs to be about Sebastian and not all of their comments in chat.
Somebody said it's another PR person too. Chat. We're chat stripping. It's all right. She just got some accurate information that she wanted to get out there. That's all.
Yeah, I want the focus to be on Sebastian. Like, that is the entire purpose of everything, and that should be everybody's, consensus, is that it's Team Sebastian, and the focus needs to be on him. Anywhere and everywhere, we need to get his story out there. Not all this stuff that's not true.
Yeah, that's. Well, I don't know. Law enforcement's not answering shit. What's going on? What? I said law enforcement's just not giving nobody answers, and that's what it is. I already know what it is.
Which I absolutely understand that it's frustrating, and that's another reason that we created the page, so that we can be transparent and, inform the public with as much as we possibly can and keep them update and, allow them to help and get the word out there, spread the word. Obviously, we're willing to tell anything and everything we can that won't compromise the case. And Seth, we're even willing to set it up so that if people have questions for him, they can send a private message with whatever question they ask. We'll sit down with Seth. We'll go over it. We'll answer as thoroughly as we can without compromising the investigation, without, we're going to try to provide it as much as we possibly can. Because it's that's how people keep spreading the word. If they're not hearing anything at all, I'm afraid it'll lose traction.
Mm-mm.
So we're going to do, absolutely everything that we can.
Now, what about the fun too? Because I'm asked that all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I read it earlier. I went over it, but I do see people still asking about, what about the reward?
So I sent you 2 pictures with that. Where are they?
Yeah, I've seen it.
And it basically says that it was promissory notes or something like that, and not actual money in the reward account. Also, had no idea who set it up or who this lawyer was that had the trust, and nobody knew anything about it, so we didn't want people donating to something that we didn't know if it was legit or not.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So it's going to be set up right to where people could just donate to it directly?
Yes, it's being set up by Seth's lawyer, and anybody who is wanting to donate to the Reward Fund Trust, it'll be checks, and then there's going to be everything digital payment wise except for Zelle.
Copy that. Every
Yes.
place they search.
Yes, and I also heard on your live earlier that people are asking like why it took so long to set up a new one and all that. We couldn't get an answer out of Mr. Lewis, who has the other trust, or we still haven't gotten an answer. Seth's tried everything. His lawyers tried reaching out, still nothing. And it's not something that happens overnight to set up a trust. It takes time.
Somebody says a CP handler. No. That's not Heather calling either. No. Is this Heather? Some people are asking, is this Heather? No, it's not Heather. Big Bertha.
Big Bertha.
that's her name, Big Bertha. She said that's why.
And I do want to touch on the whole PI thing because I did hear that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So many people are saying and speculating crazy things about that are entirely untrue. Heather was not fired. Seth didn't get rid of her so that he could pay Tony. Tony is doing this on his own accord.
Uh-huh.
All he wants is to help find Sebastian, and he offered to volunteer to be a spokesperson. He's not being paid for anything. Heather, she's on standby. She's still there if we need her, when we need her. But until, we hear back really about the picture in North Carolina, there's not a whole lot for her to do, and that is her only job. That is her livelihood. So Seth told her, work on other cases to put food on the table and keep a roof over your head. Chloe is doing a phenomenal job, and you know, the ball's rolling here. So until we get new information, I mean, she really needs to do what she needs to do to provide for her family.
I got you.
Yeah.
Was there anything else
And
that needs to be cleared that is out there, misinformation that you guys are coming across?
That was part of it. Oh, and you said that earlier. You stated that there was no PIs on the case right now.
And maybe I was
there
wrong.
is.
And I was wrong.
Yeah. Chloe's still there. Chloe has not.
Okay, so
once
Chloe's
stated-
still there. I was wrong, guys. I think
Yes.
just about
Absolutely.
it's only one left, correct?
Heather's still there.
Or
Like,
not
if
left, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but yes, she's there though. She's on standby. She's just waiting. She wants to find Sebastian just as bad as we do.
Yeah, she does. I've talked to her.
Yeah.
She's genuinely into. You could tell that she's passionate about it.
Absolutely. And there's I did send you a screenshot that Seth wanted out there just to show, like, Heather and I are cordial. She's willing to do everything to help find Sebastian. So much so that, you know, she said that if Seth couldn't afford her anymore, she would be willing to volunteer her services, because that's just the kind of person she is, and that's how dedicated she is to Sebastian and Seth.
I got you. Who did we clarify? Who is the caller? Everybody keeps asking who's the caller, who's the caller, who's the caller. I said it down in chat, so you guys probably already seen it. Maybe I'm just
Send them over to the Facebook page. They can come. They can come there. Absolutely. They'll see exactly who I am.
This is so wild. What, the delay is wild? Dang, that's crazy. My bad. It must be that wild. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you, caller, for clearing that up. The PR said no trust fund is being set up, and Seth asked Tony Mathis to be his PR. What? Huh. I have no. Oh my goodness.
This is where misinformation comes from and rumors start flying, which is exactly why I called in.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Because it's not. Sebastian needs to be the focus, not all this nonsense. It's so unfortunate.
I see the opinion. I mean, there's going to be opinions everywhere, though. That's just welcome to the community. You know.
I know, but
it's going to be that.
You know, we're Sebastian's team. We're his army. We're just trying everything right now to get ahead of all the speculations and misinformation, and make sure that everybody has the factual information, so that doesn't happen, and we can do everything for Sebastian. He could be the focus.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Also, somebody on your live earlier mentioned how the date on the Amber Alert says he was last seen on the 26th. I have already addressed that on the Facebook page. Seth addressed that weeks ago, and we made our own flyers where it corrected it to where he was last seen on the 25th, but reported missing on the 26th.
Gotcha. Yeah, they did bring that up earlier.
Yes, and the new flyer, it's on the Facebook page, and the cover photo is also the updated one.
Gotcha. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I'm trying to remember what everything we're talking about.
That was just what I heard on your live tonight, so I wanted to hop on and just shut it down before it gets crazy.
I got you.
Gotcha. Yeah. On the page, however, Seth and the admin, as well as everybody in the team. We're looking for anybody who has possible connections with billboard companies, bus lines, digital signs, anything like that, who could reach out to us or reach out to these companies and see if they'd be willing to have Sebastian's Amber Alert, his picture up there. We want it everywhere.
For sure.
So if anybody has contacts like that, please let us know. We would so appreciate it. We also, another member created a poll on the page earlier where, if you have any suggestions on how else we can spread the word,
Mm-hmm.
they can go on there and put in their suggestions.
Yeah. People say, "Who's this team?"
What was that?
You can be the only one who's right. Somebody else? No. We want Seth. We want Seth. We want Seth. I see you. Oh, hey, I see you. We want Seth. I can already hear it.
Yeah. Well, that's why Seth has a spokesperson, and this is just the stuff that the team we've already discussed, and we were going to put on the Facebook page tonight, anyways.
I got you.
And I'm still trying to put it there, and I'll pin it to the top, and just going to do absolutely everything we can to spread the word, keep his story alive, keep him the center of everything. He's the main focus. Finding him, bringing him home safely, that is the goal.
I got you.
And if nothing else, we know that Sebastian loved his mom and he loved his dad, and we need to have him as our leader. We need to follow
I
that.
did too, Trisha. I agree with you. I really like Seth speaking for Sebastian. Bing bong. Yeah, I agree. I did too. I mean, we all do, of course, but I do understand the other aspects too. I understand some of the other aspects too, so I get it though. I get this too, for sure. 100%.
And him having a spokesperson, it allows Seth to be able to focus on searching for Sebastian and not having to do interviews and channels and everything. He can focus on what's important. Very important to him in his heart is actually searching for Sebastian. All he wants is to find him. That's what we all want.
Yep,
Just
that's
to find him.
Well, that's it. That's all we needed to clear. That you heard?
Yeah, I believe so.
Just making sure.
I believe so. And anything else, all the updates are going to be on the new page. So if anybody wants to.
If anybody wants to get a hold of Seth or get questions over to Seth, join the Facebook page.
Yes. He doesn't have social media, so we're doing this so that, we can be as transparent as possible.
There we go.
Absolutely.
There we go. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sebastian. Absolutely. I'll talk to you later, Rev.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Make sure you lock them damn doors, though. Shout out to her. That's part of Seth's team, y'all. I'm serious. That's part of Seth's team that was calling in. Not even joking. I get it. I understand the aspect, though. I agree. I like Seth speaking better, too. But you know what? I don't know why. Maybe, Seth needs to hang out, chill back. I did like Seth speaking better, too. I agree. But at the same time, he's his own man and he's going to do what he's going to do. And if taking a step back is good for him, then take a step back. It is what it is. I don't. Again, he has his own reasoning. He said, "Why y'all being so rude to her?" That's Seth's team. I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. 219-885-9693. I did take it off. Do not disturb. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did now, though. You're good. You said yesterday when I watched Seth and Tony, they were the only ones we were supposed to be talking to, Deborah says. Say a prayer for me? I know, right? It's around that time, isn't it? Getting there. He said, her opinion, please. These channels aren't news, even though they have news. Their commentary, Google News versus. I don't know. Sometimes we get the news before the news. You know what I mean? So technically, we are the news sometimes. Especially during Cavalcante. 509, what's on your mind? Talk to me.
509 is SW. You still owe me an email, please.
SW, what's going on?
So, I could not find the new Sebastian site, so it'd be awesome if you could please post that, because I was sitting there digging and there was like 6 new Sebastian sites. So if you could figure out which one it is, that would be awesome. Chat's blowing up to find out which one.
Hold up, let me see. Yes. When did you send it?
I didn't send it. I don't know which one it is. Your mod does not know which one it is.
I'm looking at 50 rows. Oh my goodness. What's that?
There's a whole ton of them. So it'd be nice if she actually showed which one, so we don't sign up for the wrong one. Because I don't want any more BS.
No, I hear you. Trying to sign up for the wrong one. Oh my God, what are y'all talking about in the chat? What's going on here? I'm so sick of people mistreating innocent children and getting away with it, Bobby J. Jones said.
Hey, chat, since I have the forum, be nice, be adult, stop bashing anybody, be respectful of each other in chat, be respectful of the mods, and be respectful of T-REV.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm such a mom.
Such a mom. She was kind of rude. No, she said she was kind of rude. I don't know. I mean, I respect all your opinions. It is what it is. You're gonna, your thoughts. I was just listening because she said a lot of misinformation's out there. So
there seems to be a lot. Now, did I hear this right? The picture is not confirmed, or the picture is not real?
it's not confirmed as far as, there's no answer back whether it's Sebastian or not from law enforcement side of things.
Okay. Because I did hear that the picture was real, as in it was not AI. As in it's not photoshopped or AI. I heard it is a real photo. But since they took all the video cameras and video footage from that park, I have not heard whether or not it's Sebastian.
Yeah, they haven't confirmed whether it was or not, right? But you heard Seth. He thinks it's his boy, right? He said it himself. He thinks
a mama and a daddy no. And I have my own suspicions on that. Mm-hmm. Am I allowed to view my opinion?
Go ahead.
Okay, absolutely. Straight up opinion. If Katie is not saying anything, she knows where he's been, and she knows that he was there, or that he was at a place that took him there. And that's why she's keeping her mouth shut. Seth is still looking his brains out for his son and busting his butt to find him. And that's why he drove there like a bat out of hell. Just my feelings. I know you do the spirit box thing, and I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm just going to say, without a doubt, I have like a teller. My teller says this boy's alive.
I get it, Denise. I didn't talking down to everyone. She just came in. Okay. I get what you're saying, though. She said, I agree, T-REV, but she needs to stop talking down to everyone. She just came in too strong.
Who, me?
No. I don't know. I don't know. The last caller.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? What did I do?
It was the last caller they're talking about.
No, I just want the chat to be nice to each other. There's been some rude
It's
comments.
just part
in
of
there.
Seth's team. All you heard was somebody part of Seth's team that's helping to find Sebastian. That's all you heard. That's who that was that called in. I get it. You guys are going to have your opinions about it. I understand it. I know what comes with this territory. Their opinions. It is what it is. If you're going to come up and talk, people will literally say what they feel. And it is what it is. You either got to ignore those people that are saying that or feel some type of way. And I just choose to always ignore the hatred that I see on my name. I'll just walk right by it. Don't even look at it twice. Don't even let it get in my circle of energy because I know what I'm here to do. I'm here to do one thing and one thing only, and it ain't entertain that. You know what I mean?
No, I want to find Sebastian, and I know it sounds weird, but I have a teller. I've known when other people are dead. I just knew this kid, I think, is still alive. I don't know where he is, but I feel like he's still alive.
I do feel like he's still alive myself. I do. I didn't for a while, to be honest, but now after seeing this, until police tell me it's unconfirmed, then my mind might change. But
At the defectionist, a teller is like my internal whatever that says that somebody is alive or dead, and I call it my teller. I don't have a name for it. Somebody in chat asked. Sorry, but I'm partial Native American, and I can feel things that others don't. I'm not saying I'm a psychic or anything like that, but I feel that this boy is not dead. I think he is still alive. So, yeah, instinct, whatever you want to call it. I call it my teller.
Right.
The person that's in my head that, when Maddie Soto went missing, I instantly cried. It was weird. I knew she was gone. So that's kind of where I go with it, is what my teller tells me. I know that sounds really strange, but I have one.
No, God bless.
So,
God bless you, Candace. Thank you.
If you do find the correct, please tell everybody what it is. The correct Facebook you were talking about.
The Facebook group?
Yeah, that she was the new Facebook group she was talking about.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go pull it back up. My bad. I got sidetracked. Here we go. I know exactly where it's at. I just gotta copy the link and share it. I'll drop it for you guys right now.
That will actually cut and paste it. No. There you go.
Yeah, that's what
Frozen.
I'm do.
All right.
What happened?
Frozen said she posted in chat, and I said I missed it.
Oh, the group?
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's awesome. Good. Thank you, Frozen, for sharing it. I appreciate that. And I have it right here too, but
okay.
And I'll share it too myself. Because it is the group. It's the group where people can get a hold of Seth or see what's going on for updates.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep my mouth shut, but and Sharon Marlowe, whoever you are, go away.
And then the T-REV 7-page post that seemed unrelated. It was about the K9 searching for Sebastian.
Oh.
I feel like he's praying.
I've seen some canines that have done a phenomenal job, and I've seen some that need more training.
Hold on, let's pull this up. Here it is right here. Here's the group. I think it's awesome that people are volunteering from all over the world or the country to come, search for him.
Just someone tell me, where's this boy? Kids don't just vanish.
There's the group right there. I dropped it. Well, I'll tell you what. I just shared it in there. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. SW.
Thank you.
Shout out to you. Lock your doors. God bless you. And thank you for everything. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Good phone call. 219-885-9693. Let's get back in the groove. What time is it? 11:38. That's it. Time's moving slow tonight. I like that. I like when time's slow. I think them not finding a body is very telling and good news. Yeah, because you would think they would have found a little boy by, or not a little boy because he's 15. So you figure they would have found him by then. Who posted this new picture? Which new picture are you talking about? This far right one's about the actual, there's a visual on the 19th of May. And it's going down at the Long Hollow Church, 3031 Long Hollow Pike. That's where it's going down at. So, fortune teller, I didn't have to hold the picture. What? You said I wish his was? Let me scroll down to y'all. It's only 2,000. Can we move on? Yeah, we've been moved on. We're good. We're good. Leslie, you said I hope this makes you smile, but you should make a song. That's my wife. That's my. Yeah, I got you. You know what's funny is we could do that. That's no problem. 3 hours though. Matter of fact, I think I might go get some sleep. When you talk about making music, I'm talking about making sleep. Cause I ain't slept. I barely slept. Thank you. I appreciate you, Leslie. I barely slept. You know what? I'm about to get off because I need to go sleep. Seriously. I have to get some sleep, but I'll be back on tomorrow for a longer one for sure. We'll definitely be on longer. I don't know what'll be out by then, but hopefully law enforcement can come out and tell us something about these damn clothes, or not the damn clothes, but this damn sighting right here that we've been looking at for the last, 8-9 days. So, I mean, I don't know. The fact that they haven't said nothing is weird. Yeah. But you know how we do before we get out of here. I'm going to pump that voice for the voiceless. But I'm definitely about to get some sleep.
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one, I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
I was always left alone, sitting in my home, going through depression while I'm crafting all these poems. My mom was doing dope, that's all I ever known, but I let that pain go away. I'm here to take the throne. Got Rev gang behind me, I give a voice to the streets. Let the people speak, love and light is what I preach. Got these negative people who try to put stains on my fleece, but I never give up and stay focused on my peace. Reaching to be the better me, to succeed. I cover stories every day that could drop a horse to his knees. I've came to realize we really need change, and if I gotta do it myself, I'll bring a parade.
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one, I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
I'm speaking to the government, we really need some change. I used to be that child that was living through the pain. Got raped by a monster when y'all barely did a thing. I'm speaking out for me and all the others feeling pain. When I speak it's with my chest, this ain't no motherfucking game. I'm sick of y'all giving every one of them a name. I hear stories like mine and it makes me wanna rage. How can we turn the page when y'all haven't done a thing? You give the ass a deal, then they're back on the game. We can't fix these sick pricks, but you free them every day. So I'ma build my platform up, step by step. You can't ignore all the signs, just take a look at the
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one, I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you
about what we're going through. They don't want to hear the pain. They don't want to stop these people. They want to keep giving them deals and letting them come back out into society and ruin more lives. And we're getting sick of this shit. We had enough. And they're gonna kill more people. I'm speaking for the voiceless. We need better laws and better purpose. I know a lot of families out in these streets, they are really hurting. They don't know where to go, know where to start. A lot of these families get left in the dark. No wins, no leads, they get pushed to the side just like they were from the start. I'm here to make a change. I'm at it every day. I'm far from perfect, but I refuse to stay the same. I'm here to grow with my people and rise above. I put all my faith in God. The change is gonna come.
Get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one. I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you're with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
We ain't done there. Hold up. And I gotta stop it. Hold up. There it is. Yeah, nah, we ain't done. Only time will tell though. Will I get some sleep?
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Every day I wake up, I'm here to make a change. Only time will tell, I hope it takes the pain away. I see these families going through it every single day. Another person dead, an article up on the page. But I hold on to hope like a candle in the rain. Got it by the light, trying to break through these heavy chains. In the heart of the night, I'm searching for the flame. Speaking for the silent and the honor, I'ma pave the lane. In the silent battles, I become the roaring train. Carrying the hopes on this long and winter terrain. Through the valleys of silence, the dreams I entertain. In the quiet whispers, my purpose remains the same. Let's
sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell.
Look.
Only time will tell.
We're really feeling like we're living in hell. Just turn on YouTube and start searching and you'll see it yourself. But together we light up the dark, standing strong, playing a part. Heart to heart, we heal, we mend. And this battle will prevail in the end. Voice for the voices we defend. In the silence our words transcend. With every note we send a message, deep truths we blend. And every verse hopes strength from my spirit within. Let's wake up, start the day, I'm back fighting again. Giving a voice to the people who have nothing to give. They come to me, I let them speak and tell it just like it is. I've been sacrificing all my life, I sleep when it is.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Divine spirit of love and light. In this hour of need, guide America right. Shine your grace on every child, every soul. Mend our hearts, make our nation whole.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate you.
Yeah, dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life of sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be gone in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me. I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
Look. Dear Jesus, I wanted to change. I'm over feeling all of this pain. I've been through the struggle, I've been through the rain. These haters are looking for something to blame. They always are coming all up on my page. Filled with their hatred, they think that I'll rage when I am really laughing in the face. You either a rep gang or you are a snake. I don't give a shit about none of your drama. My faith is with God as I fix all my problems. You people be running and hugging the fence while I stay focused on myself and I'm evolving. I use my platform every day for love and light to make a better place. Watching these kids lose their lives just makes me turn insane.
Dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life for sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be gone in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me. I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly.
No chance sleeping with that promise.
Dear Jesus,
I'm here still too.
It's nothing but pain. All of these families are feeling the same. Losing their loved ones to all of this violence. Our government doesn't want to make a change. It feels like a game, this shit ain't the same. All of y'all do is just pick at our brains. Give up a little info, they conceal the rest and expect us to believe what you say. How is change gonna happen? You let these pedophiles run around and trash it. They touch kids but the judge gives an ass kiss. And you expect us to wanna roll with that shit? He touched a kid and gets 2 years maximum, but gets back out on the streets looking for a scheme, sneaking in a family, then killing a teen. And now we stand together as human beings. Jesus, I'm asking for help. These bastards should really be burning in hell. At least the rest of the life in the jail. We really don't understand all of the failed. Audrey Cunningham, Quentin Simon, Kylie Rodney to Summer Wells. All my life I've been waiting for purpose, and now I have it. I will prevail.
Dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life for sin.
You see me tomorrow, I'm gonna have a lot
All
of
that I
energy.
ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be gone in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me. I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
I appreciate that, Andrew. I really do. You know, it does come from the soul. It does. You know what I mean? But you know what? I did a song switch on the rotation, and that's the number. The way that you're hearing them right now is the number of what I have them set ordered to be on the album. And I switched one song with this one for this spot. Yes.
Just to go live, calling out for justice till the Lord lets us all thrive. We ain't here to play no games. I just came to make a little change. Sick of the laws of corruption in our country. Yeah, it's a fucking shame. How the innocent hurts and the guilty get the laugh from the prison. It's a curse. We all want to fix it, but we can't fix shit if you never hear what the hell we say first. Dedicated, never hesitate. Speak for many, no hesitation. Give a voice to so many people. If you hear the pain, you could never hate it. Rise above the silence, amplify the cry. For every tear that falls, where that echo that defies. Look, breaking silence loud and clear. Voices rise, the world will hear. We pray together, every single stream, and I won't stop till I'm in your ear. Oh. Voices fade, but I make them heard every single day. I pray for change to the point that I think about cover with Rev Gang as a parade. That's what chasing echoes, silent screams. We light the way with hope's high beams. Guiding the lost back from the extremes. Voices rise, tearing at the seams. United in the fight, no one's left behind. Let me give you some advice. Be a voice for yourself, don't ever give up. You can always make a change, it ain't late to make it right. Step up, stand tall, together we ignite. Break the chains of silence, shining ever bright. I'm an angel with my wings, focus on this fight. That's why I speak loud with this chest on my mic. Tired of the feeling, it's like all the villains. Steady state winning, how do we make a difference? They shut down opinions, got a bunch of little minions that will never make decisions on anything they're pitching. But we break the mold, no blind submission. Rise and revolt with clear vision. Voice the truth, our strong mission, we will compose. Let's go.
I don't want to feel this pain no more. Voice for the Voiceless drop in June. We ain't playing. What are you talking about?
Keep me in your head, cause I'm standing on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. And keep me in your thoughts, cause right now it's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, cause I could cross the line any minute. And I can use divine intervention. So keep me in your mind for a moment of your time. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer.
God changed my life for the better and now I'm feeling great. These demons always try to come around and take my place. So kneel beside my shadow space and say a prayer for me, cause sometimes I catch myself losing faith. Then I remember what my mission is. I'm here to make a difference. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. All they do is kill little kids. And you expect us to sit back and keep watching and listening? You better change this grim script and resist. We must rise together and not just exist. So lift your voice, break the chains, pray for strength amidst these pains. We must all come together when we pray.
Keep me in your head, cause I'm standing on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. And keep me in your thoughts, cause right now it's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, cause I could cross the line any minute. And I can use divine intervention.
Halfway out.
Keep me in your mind for a moment of your time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer for me.
As I go through the day, I continue to pray. But every day it's getting worse with these demons we face. Little Elijah view, only age 3. Voice caught in the shadows, far too deep. Whisper the prayers every night before I go to sleep. Dreams of dawn, where fears are gone and heaven hears the pleas. I wish I could bring every single missing person back. I see these frustrated families and about to crack. In the night's cold grass, we light a match. I'ma keep being that person that always makes a path. The Rev gang's here to stay. I made a way and we will keep being a voice no matter what they say.
Keep me in your head, cause I'm standing on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. And keep me in your thoughts, cause right now it's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, cause I could cross the line any minute. And I can use divine intervention. So keep me in your mind for a moment of your time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer for me.
This one, ooh. Yeah, this one might be the best. I don't know. Like more.
Yeah. Dear mama, I know you told me stay out of that drama. And I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of. And I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. Know I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama.
mama, you're all that I got. I know life was messed up and went left with my pops. I was out there running the block, drugs in my sock. After I got raped, I blamed you and my pops. I was mad at life, I hated myself. I thought if I could blame y'all, it would fix itself. But I was wrong, and I can admit that there was nothing worse than waking up every day not knowing your worth. Mama, no matter what you did to me, I just wanna say I love you. I'll make you proud with victory. I stand tall every day and look these kids in the face. Growing up like I did, that's why I wanna make a change. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am. So this song is for you. Mama, you gotta know that you're special. I miss you so much. If you need me, I'll come to your rescue. Mama, I remember just the other day, you would tuck me in the bed and tell me everything's okay. You would tell me nothing's ever gonna happen, but these people kept coming around. It was like the devil watching us collapsing. I just had to forget it, but just know you're forgiven. We get stuck in the system. Mom, get out that prison, cause you're better than that. I'll carry us on our back and pull us out of that trap. Dear mama, I love you.
I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear
mama. I know you lived through the trauma, and I ain't trying to bring it up to start no drama. I just want you to know that I'ma glow in your memory, cause you were the best. I have your soul. Don't ever let no man tell you what the to do. Don't ever let no man put his hands all over you. I don't wanna see you getting hurt anymore. You've been to hell and back, mom. It's time to open them doors. 2024, I'm here to turn the page. Voice for the voiceless, the year we make a change. Tired of the deaths in our country. People acting funny, switching over money. Materialism, people lack substance. Haters everywhere, the devil's getting comfy. Dear mama, spread your wings. You're free now, I love you. I will always forgive you, no matter the troubles.
Dear mama, I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, yeah.
Dear mama. And then that leads us into, number what, 7? Yeah, number 7 on the album. The order may change though after I make these next few ones. Thank you. I appreciate that, Chris.
I count my blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you.
Wouldn't be the same with none of y'all by my side. You hold me down every day and it makes me strive. I wake up and look forward to doing these lives. A lot of y'all really came and opened up my eyes, and I hope I gave it back because it came with yours. No matter what they say, I know I opened up them doors. I brought a family together even though shit was rough. They tried to shut us down, but we really shut them up. No matter what, we stand together when shit gets tough. I wanna thank everyone for showing me love. The Rev Gang family is something I cherish and love, and I'll smack anyone for fucking with us.
Blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you.
is something that we find important. Rap game strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it will lead up. All my life I strive for greatness. I manifested my time with patience. People try to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have it back. So I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to read what I see. Don't forget to lock your doors, cause there's danger all up in these streets. Y'all really put life into the air that I breathe. I really am thankful for all of my peeps. Your loyalty means a lot to me, so this is a special thank you from me.